Yes, it is time. We have gathered here today. Come together, my movie peeps, and be the army I need you to be. Your king, your gladiator is here. 3C Maximus. I will save you all. Please, bring the popcorn buckets, bring your grapes, everything I need. We will have it here. Happy Friday, my movie peeps. It is great to see you guys. Still trying to see if this thing will fit me, and it does not. It does not. I'd probably have marks now on my head because of this thing. It is so great to see you movie peeps out here today. I'm happy you are here. Yes, Chris Daddy Gladiator. Just saw the movie yesterday. Can't post a review till Monday, but let me tell you, get your tickets now. Look how red my forehead is. I tried squeezing that thing on. It's not happening. It's not happening. But hey, the day I finally lose the weight and put that thing on and it fits, oh, it'll be a glorious day here on the 3C lands. Oh, we have so many nice things to talk about here today, guys. Well, actually, we don't actually have all that much. I'm not gonna lie. I had to scrounge around. Some of these topics I maybe made up. Not even true. You're not gonna know. No, just kidding. Most of these topics, well, all of these topics are true. Am I stretching them a bit so I can make clips? Yes. Yes. Why lie to you? I don't lie. All right, some of the things we'll be discussing here today, guys, is Christopher Nolan, his next movie. We got a nice little juicy update on the cast. Five Nights at Freddy's 2. We got some updates in that corner as well, since they're starting to gear up filming. James Gunn is talking about the Batman and debunking some rumors. That's going to leave a lot for us to talk about. D23 just happened in Brazil. Boa noite, my Brazilians. We're going to talk about those announcements. There's a Scream 7 rumor floating around. Sonic 3 update. Oh, so much goodness out there. But how are you guys doing? It is so nice to see how you are. Just nice shirt. Oh, thank you. I think the back of the shirt is much cooler. Let me show that off. That's a pretty cool back, right? Yeah, that's only the best for my movie peeps. Only the best. All right. Oh, I hate when that happens, though. Are you that kind of person? This is going to be my best Seinfeld. What's the deal with shirts? You buy a nice shirt. You like the design on the back or the front? I personally am a little greedy. I want my design on the front. I want to be able to sit down, look down at myself and go, oh, that's a cool design. That back design, when am I going to see it? When am I going to look at it? Hey, it's for someone else to admire, but they staring at my gyat. They're not staring at my lovely shirt. So what is the point? I don't know. This is, I think, a crisis we need solved. Design on the front, design on the back. Leave your opinions down below, man. Okay, wow. Yeah, this is my fans. Okay, we're gonna do good. We're gonna do good. Chris has brain rot. I do not have brain rot, I promise. The brain rot is just for show. I am quite intelligent, if you did not know. 2.7 GPA. Yeah, bet you're jealous now. Doesn't tell you on your high school degree what your GPA is, so why try? Wisdom. Wisdom for the day, guys. Do not follow that. Stay in school, boys and girls. Okay, put this man in the Coliseum. All right. What do we got to talk about here today? I hate jumping right into the topic, so let's start off with like a few little random things. In fact, I'm looking off here to the side, something I'd like to discuss. Popcorn buckets. I mean, I was just showing off the Gladiator popcorn bucket, which, hey, get them now. I think they're available everywhere. This isn't like exclusive to anywhere. This is at Cinemark, AMC, Regal. Pretty cool bucket, and it's a bigger flex if you can wear it. In fact, if you're on my 3C Reddit, please post a picture of you wearing the helmet. Show me that you're better than me and you can wear it. But this is also one of the movies I never thought would get a popcorn bucket. This is the glorious thing about 2024. The popcorn bucket game isn't just for the blockbuster movies, the superhero films, the horror movies. Well, horror movies, sorry, my mic just went down. That was probably bad. The horror movies rarely get popcorn buckets, but now we're starting to get like these actually quality films getting buckets. And for one example that I have to show off here is Nosferatu. Oh my goodness, guys. We got here our first look at the upcoming popcorn bucket for Robert Eggers' Nosferatu, who just had the first reactions to the movie be let online. I don't know if you've seen some of them, but it's sounding like the movie is peak. I cannot wait to see it. It's probably the last horror movie of this year that I'm most looking forward to, and everybody is saying it's a banger. And so, a popcorn bucket where it's Nosferatu's tomb as a bucket. Thank you, Dune. Thank you, Dune, for being the first one out there going, popcorn buckets ain't just for the big blockbusters. It's for the film nerds, too, because this is one I'm looking forward to, and that's going to look real nice next to Gladiator. So, hey, that's just something to look forward there, my friends. I saw it. I thought I'd share it with you. It's so cool. I can't wait. We got to do, like, maybe we'll do a video predicting who's getting the popcorn bucket next year, because 2025, a lot of possibilities, baby. A lot of possibilities. And, well, speaking of maybe a movie in the near future that could one day earn a popcorn bucket, let's jump onto this Christopher Nolan update. So you guys know, Christopher Nolan is gearing up to work on his next movie here. I'm trying to get a nice photo of Christopher Nolan. And, well, anytime the man makes a movie, not Hollywood, but fans, movie fans, pay attention everywhere, because the boy brings it. I mean, Oppenheimer is certainly didn't think it was something I'd be into, but the man made it work, and everything since then, really good. And with the latest news of his movie, casting Tom Holland, I was like, oh, I'm very happy for you, Tom. I can't wait. Well, things just got better for Tom Holland, because it just got confirmed. Zendaya is now also going to be part of the Christopher Nolan movie. Dude, this guy is just winning in life. You get to be Spider-Man. You're making all the money. And now, in this year, 2025, the movie doesn't come out until 2026, but in 2025, you're going to go back-to-back filming Spider-Man and Christopher Nolan. And both times, you're going to be able to go to work with your lady. Dude, I'm resurrecting as Tom Holland in my next life, because the man is getting it done. That's so awesome. I feel like this also sets us up for another Barbenheimer situation. Now, Spider-Man 4 is July 17th. No, the Christopher Nolan movie is July 17th, and Spider-Man 4 is July, I believe, 24th. 1 week apart. Not coming out on the same day, but I can see the vision here. Like, come on. 1 week apart, we're going to have a Christopher Nolan, Tom Holland, Zendaya movie, and the next week, Spider-Man 4, Tom Holland, Zendaya. That is going to be an insane month for them. That is awesome. And we also got other casting announcements made here. We have Anne Hathaway. That is also going to be part of the movie. We know Matt Damon is going to be in it. There was some reports going around that Lupita Nyong'o was in the film. They have corrected those. She is not part of the movie, which sucks, because I like Lupita Nyong'o. We just saw her in A Quiet Place Day 1 this year. I'm trying to look for a photo of her, but nothing's popping up. But yeah, and now the other thing we got to talk about is, like, we're all getting hyped. Like, this is the power Christopher Nolan has. Just his name attached as director, this star power, Tom Holland, Zendaya, we're like, oh, give me 10 tickets. And we don't even know what this movie is about. It could be literally anything. And, well, the two rumors we had this far was, one, it was going to be a helicopter movie that was based off an old 80s or 90s movie that I think was called Blue Steel, about this, like, high-tech helicopter that was trying to get stolen, all that. Like, look at these fan posters, man. Like, that's a great fan poster. I would have watched that right there. And then the other rumor was a movie, period piece that would be almost like a horror film surrounding vampires. And again, we're hearing Matt Damon and Tom Holland are the stars, so again, we have it here. And, dude, these fans are quick. When it comes to a Christopher Nolan poster, they are quick. I still remember the fake posters of, like, Leonardo DiCaprio as the Riddler. You remember that? Leonardo DiCaprio Riddler poster. Like, this has just been an ongoing tradition as a Christopher. Oh, I don't know. I don't think it was that one, but it was Neil Patrick Harris. But still, like, these Christopher Nolan posters, the fans, they go to work right away trying to give you what they think it should look like. So it's just kind of nice that tradition's been going on. But sorry to burst our bubbles here. It's saying here, according to Deadline, the summaries of descriptions of Christopher Nolan's next film that we have been publishing so far are wrong. The details are being kept under wraps, though the movie is expected to start filming. So, these two most recent rumors about either the helicopter movie or the vampire movie, not happening. It's so crazy. Wonder where these came from or why these were being spread around, but these were the main rumors, and now it's being said it's not what the movie's about. So, take your pick. Like, if I go through the Christopher Nolan movies that he has made, in fact, let me pull those up. That way, I kind of would like it to be a Christopher Nolan original. Nothing against Oppenheimer. Yes, it was an important historical movie and all that, but hey, I never liked history all that much growing up in school. And although he did make a good movie, I prefer the Christopher Nolan films where he gets real sci-fi-ish or he just gets kind of wacky with the idea. Like Tenet, I thought was a great idea, even if I didn't like love the movie. I still really liked it, but Interstellar, Inception, The Prestige, those are like the classic Christopher Nolan movies I like the most, where they just have like a wacky idea out there with some real star power. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping Christopher Nolan has cooked up some crazy idea, maybe dealing with time, maybe dealing with sci-fi, because that's always his thing. That's what I hope for. That's what we get out of this. The posters look good. I agree. The posters do look good. Study your history, cabron. You're so right, man. I shouldn't be knocking history. I do need to be good at it, but I just remember that was the one subject in school I was never great at, history, mainly because it was memorization, and I don't like to fill my brain with important facts. I'll tell you a meme from 2012. That's no problem. It's in there. The brain rot maybe is real, but yeah. So I don't know, history. Yeah, funny enough, history teachers were always the cooler teachers. I'm not gonna lie. Didn't love the subject, but the history teachers were always the cooler teachers. I'm not gonna lie. But what I'm getting at, though, seeing at what he's made, like, it's obviously not going to be a comic book movie. He's done with that. He's done Batman, and he did a great job with that. What do we think is going to happen? Is it Oppenheimer and Dunkirk, where it's a historical epic? Maybe. Or is it a Christopher Nolan original, where it gets into sci-fi, some kooky out there like Tenet, Interstellar, Inception, The Prestige? I'm going to hope for something more like the Interstellar and Inception, because that's the Christopher Nolan movies that give me the ultimate high. But, yo, I'm down for anything. It's just so cool. Like, these could have been a possibility. Not going to happen. But, hey, that's what we got going on. We'll find out pretty soon. I mean, yeah, it's going to be a good time. So let me know your guys' thoughts on these Christopher Nolan updates. Okay, moving on now to FNAF, Five Nights at Freddy's. So we have a couple of updates with FNAF 2. Let me see if I can pull up the one I most wanted to talk about here. Okay. I gotta exit out of this. That way you guys can hear the audio. We had Jason Blum 1 talking about why he thinks FNAF 2 will be way better than the first movie. So let me go ahead and play that for you guys.
I could talk a long time about Five Nights at Freddy's 2. We worked very, very hard on the script for this movie, and we didn't have as many drafts of the script for Five Nights at Freddy 2 as we did for one. We had about 14 different versions. This we had about 4 or 5 different versions.
No audio. Oh, I was afraid of that. I was waiting to see. Sorry, guys. Jeez, that's so embarrassing. Come on, Chris. Get your stuff together, boy. My bad, guys. There we go. Let's get this right.
I could talk a long time about Five Nights at Freddy's 2. We worked very, very hard on the script for this movie, and we didn't have as many drafts of the script for Five Nights at Freddy 2 as we did for one. We had about 14 different versions. This we had about 4 or 5 different versions. I've said this before. Scott is one of the smartest, if not the smartest, person I've ever worked with. The way he picked up movie making, having never made a movie on the first movie, was extraordinary to me. He was 2 steps ahead of every question when I asked him. So what was different about this movie, and to answer your question, one thing that I can tell you about the movie is that it was interesting to work with Scott, I was no longer working with someone who had never made a movie before. So that presented like a very different partner for me.
Okay, so basically what it comes down to and what was going on is he mentioned for the first movie, Five Nights at Freddy's, the film that took 7 years to get to the screen, had about 15 drafts of the script made. 15 different versions of just the movie, all this. And we know that's one of the main reasons the film took that long to get on the big screen, is because Scott was very meticulous about what he wanted that first movie to be. And he had it in the contract. I get final say, not you, Papa Blum. And well, that's why it took us 7 years. Now, this time around, that Scott has made a movie. He understands the process, what the fans want to see, maybe an idea of where to go with the movie trilogy. This time, they only have 4 to 5 drafts, and they are beginning filming. So, one, that should let you know he's a lot more, how do I say, confident about the story and where things should go. Because, yeah, look, we all know how that first movie came out. Some people love it, some people hate it. I think it is I think you can't deny the movie is a bit messy, feels a little all over the place, trying to cram a lot into that one story. Hopefully, the second movie is better. And well, we know the second movie has begun filming. We got here a fan that was out. I guess he was just taking a jog, and he noticed they had begun filming scenes for Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Now, the things he saw was a similar car that William Afton drove in the flashback scenes of Five Nights at Freddy's. Let me pull up which car it was. That's this car here, where what was it? Garrett gets kidnapped. That's what's his name? Oh my god, his name is PETA. I don't know why his name is Josh Hutcherson's character. His brother gets taken away, Mike, and I'm guessing we're going to see that flashback scene again come for the second movie, but more detailed, probably a lot more context. And yeah, I am expecting a lot more flashbacks in this movie, but I'm hoping the flashbacks are more William Afton centric, where his early days in the Yellow Rabbit suit, his early days of the pizzeria, maybe his first couple of kid victims. Like, that's what I want to see. I'm still so curious how they're tackling this story, because in the video game, the FNAF 2 is a prequel to the original. How do you do that here? I think you got to move the story forward, but to still stay true to the game, you got to tell prequel. You got to have flashbacks, so you have that prequel part. So that's pretty cool. Other things that I guess are a little bit more, how do I say it? Take with a grain of salt, is people did notice that if you remember back in the day, whenever FNAF 1 was being made, they had the pizzeria being built. And dude, I still remember that insane hype everybody had when we first saw this being built. You guys remember that? We're like, it's real, and they actually made it. Even though you couldn't physically go in, it was just a front so they could film outside shots, and then the inside was built somewhere else, probably on a sound stage, and that's where they did most of the movie. But the fact that Blumhouse actually made the physical pizzeria in a location like that, I'll still never forget looking at that, analyzing the sign, going, ooh, Freddy's got a white glove. You think they're going with white glove, guys? Oh, good times, good times. Well, they did notice that that same location has started to get a couple of construction layups going, things happening. So they might be building that facade again. They might be building that pizzeria one more time, or it could be the second location, the original location, the Fredbear's Family Diner. It could be the sister location. We don't know, but I think within the next couple of weeks, we will see which version it is, whether it is again or not. But oh man, that was a lot of fun. And you know people are going to be trying to get on the set just like they did last time, man. I'm trying to think of what other things that have been coming up. So far, that's all we got, though. So just flashback scenes, more sets being built right now. I don't think any of the main cast members are there. Matthew Lillard has already said that he's, waiting to gear up to go. So we'll see. I'm fine with the flashbacks, but make it more Yellow Rabbit. It'd be insane if they just keep teasing the same thing over and over. This camping scene is getting a lot of attention in the FNAF universe, but yeah, guys, yeah. So that's just nice to know. All right, let's move on to our next topic here. Let me get rid of this. That way it's easier. All right, my friends. So, as you guys might have seen, we were talking about the Batman universe because there was a report going around that Joker was going to be getting his own series. This is the rumor, in case you guys didn't see it, where it said a new Joker series played by Baron Keoghan is reportedly in the works. Series is set between the Batman 2 and 3. Unclear whether HBO or Max will develop. Barry Keoghan is expected to make a brief appearance in the Batman 2, where then he'll be the main villain of the third movie. And one of the reasons I talked about this, although we've been getting tons of rumors about the Batman universe, like I can't even count them now, whether it's Mr. Freeze will be the villain, Clayface will be the villain, Hush will be the villain, Robin will show up, Joker will be part of the movie. Like, we really have no idea what's happening in the second Batman movie, and that makes it a little exciting. Was because of all the different sources that were reporting it. We had Jeff Snyder, we had Slash Films, who even had their own source on it, and then the original source, which I forgot was some podcast or whatever. So I was like, a lot of people are saying this thing is real. Well, James Gunn, like he does, being online, got a hold of it, and he responded to it saying this. All right, James Gunn says, turn on Threads, and everyone is asking me about this. No, there is absolutely no truth to this. A Joker series is not being discussed, nor has even come up at this time. Sorry, don't attack the podcast that first started the rumor. They're just one of the many, many places reporting this. P.S. Hi, new Threads people. Okay, so something to talk about. Now, when I first saw James Gunn debunk this, all he said was, no, not true. And then he went into full detail with this here. And okay, a lot of thoughts. I was really believing this rumor because I thought it just made the most sense of what you do in the Batman universe. And the reason I was believing this is because the creative team has already said, let's see, Batman, that after the Penguin, and with that being a success, which the Penguin is awesome, they've already talked about, yes, we will have more, more spin-offs after the Penguin. There will be a lot more stuff done. I'm trying to see if I can find the exact article. It was from months ago, so I doubt it'll be here. Yeah, it says here, yes, the Penguin is yet another Batman spin-off. Oh, jeez. Well, there was a report. You got to trust me. We won't spend time looking for it. But there was a report where the producers of the Penguin are like, yeah, we're working on the next one, and we'll see what happens. And I was like, oh, well, the Joker would be the best way to go with it. And then you set him up as the villain for part 3. But, I don't think James Gunn was using any clever nonchalant language, because James Gunn loves to do that. People will call him a liar when he is just telling you it like it is. Like whenever he was asked if Ultraman is part of Superman, and he said main villain's Lex Luthor. So I was like, okay, so you're not denying Ultraman is in the movie and all that. And this is as clear as day. No, a Joker series is not being discussed, nor has it ever come up at this time, which I think is good news for a lot of people. While I am someone who really wants this Joker show to kind of happen just so we get more stuff in the Batman universe, because I really love it, I did see a lot of comments from people going, I'm done with Joker. I'm Jokered out. See you later, buddy. After Joker 2, people are like, let's give that character a break. Let's let him just rot away. Let's focus on other Batman villains. And I can't blame them. I was someone that's like, the Joker's just always going to be in Batman's life. And so I know he's going to be there one way or another. I still have a big feeling he still probably will be the villain of part 3, but that's just more now my speculation than what's being reported out there. So now the question out there is, okay, if Joker's not getting the show, and they are saying they're working on other shows, then who is getting the show in the Batman universe, baby? Some people say Selena Kyle, and nothing against Catwoman and what she did in the Batman, Zoe Kravitz. I liked her character, but I just don't know if I'd be that interested in a Selena Kyle show or what could go down in it. I'm sure they could do something, but I don't know. That isn't something that gets me jumping all that excited. Would it also follow her outside of Gotham? Because by the end of the first Batman movie, she leaves, right? So is she coming back to Gotham, something like that? I see people in the chat saying Bane or Two-Face. Honestly, I like the Two-Face idea more, because with Two-Face, there's a lot of good possibilities there. Like that's a show where you could be Harvey Dent before the accident, before he goes Two-Face, where he's just being a lawyer in Gotham and he's trying to do things the legal way, getting criminals, putting them away, have it be almost like an all law and order type show. You could even introduce other villains that maybe Harvey Dent is defending or going up against in court. And I've said it before, you have that show end with him just losing and the justice system failing and him going man, maybe this isn't the right way. And it sets us up into his villain arc to where then he becomes Two-Face, in the Batman movie and whatnot. Because that's what these shows are, is they are set up to complement the movies, which I think is the right way to go with these shows. And I think it's something that Marvel kind of needs to learn is the Penguin show. I don't think is mandatory viewing whenever the Batman 2 comes out. Maybe we'll feel differently when we see the Batman Part 2, but right now, I don't feel like the Penguin is mandatory viewing. You could just take the leap that between Batman 1 and Batman 2, Penguin just became a mob boss and he's got a whole team behind him. That happened off screen, whatever. And if you would like to see that story and see how it went down in detail, shows on Max, check it out. But it's not mandatory viewing. So I like that. That could be it. Maybe the Joker is too much mandatory viewing, or they just have better ideas because the Joker at one point was a $1 billion franchise on the big screen. Do you really want to waste a $1 billion character on a TV show, right? I see other people saying Scarecrow. That could work too. I wouldn't mind seeing a Scarecrow show. I know the last rumor we had was a Clayface show. Not even kidding. That was going to be made by Mike Flanagan. Clayface, Mike Flanagan. That was a report that came out from official sources. This one wasn't a rumor. It was like a real one where it was being saying that Mike Flanagan speaks on potentially working with James Gunn in the DCU, and it was for a Clayface show. And I was like, okay, maybe that's going to be the thing that happens is Clayface. But we'll find out. It just kind of sucks. I was like, I feel like that could have been a great idea. But you know what? It wasn't even a couple of months ago. People were talking about, James Gunn is going to cancel Matt Reeves as the Batman universe. What are you talking about, Chris? They're not going to continue that with his Batman coming up. Does not look like that universe is anywhere near in getting ready to be canceled. I hated that rumor, but there were times where I started to believe it because I was like, when is this Batman movie happening? Are things going down? But Penguin's getting a lot of buzz. People are enjoying it. James Gunn would be really dumb to cancel this universe because I think a lot of people are liking it. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think. Who should be the one to get the show? Whether you believe James Gunn or not, because things could change. But yeah, man, I kind of was like, dang, I really thought this was gonna happen. I felt like, yeah, that made sense. So, all right, we'll see. Moving on now, talking about some Disney. So, Disney right now is in Brazil. They are part of a Comic-Con over there, and they're holding D23 internationally. So let me see here. Oh, looks like we got some leaked footage too. Better get out of that before the Disney snipers get me. But we came right back. I swear it wasn't my fault, Mickey. Leave me alone. But anyways, there was a lot of announcements that got made at this D23 Brazil, and I think we still have a couple of days going on with it. Today was a lot of the animation stuff, whether Pixar, and we did get one or two announcements that they didn't make at the last D23 here, and tomorrow I believe is where we're going to get updates on Marvel, and Kevin Feige has been spotted in Brazil. He's even wearing like a whatchamacallit, a Fantastic Four hat. So let me look up Kevin Feige, if I can spell his name right, because there he is. Look at him. Oh, dude, I just imagine his internal monologue. October 31st. The convention is crowded with nerds. Hidden in the stink is the element. And I'm there watching, waiting, with my Fantastic Four hat. Oh, Kevin Feige is so cool, man. He is the man. But he's there with the Fantastic Four hat, so we're definitely going to get something, whether it is, footage. Unfortunately, a lot of the footage that was exclusively shown today did not get revealed, but hey, you just saw for a quick second. Looks like it got leaked online. I'm not showing it here because I don't want to risk, a copyright strike or anything like that, but if it's worth looking at, your boy will find a way to make sure you look at it too. So, we got that to look forward to tomorrow. But until then, we do have some little announcements that happen on the stages that we can discuss here today. So for one, let's take this new look at Lilo and Stitch. They revealed a new photo of my boy Stitch. And a lot of people were like, oh, look at our first look at Stitch. We've been knowing our look at Stitch. And man, you got to be thankful. They actually got this design down right. A lot of people were fearful this thing was going to look awful. I think it looks great. I saw some people saying could be a little bit more blue, but I'm thinking that's just the setting. Looks like a very warm set, so it's maybe downplaying his blue, but he looks great, man. And that's all I've been focusing on with Stitch so far. There's a lot of people that think this movie is going to be bad, that's going to be mid, and I don't blame them. Disney has not had the best track record with these live action films, but I just got a feeling this could be good, that this could be nice. So we got this look, right? And I'm like, okay, well, they nailed that. And I completely forgot about all the other aliens that are part of Lilo and Stitch. Because we also got to think about, dude, what is Janumba gonna be looking like? What is this boy gonna look like in the 3D rankers? And don't forget the little twink, Plinky. Where is my boy? Oh, I hope he wears a dress and a wig just to piss some people off. Because they'll be putting them woke thumbnails, them red laser eyes. Disney's doing it. They're pushing it. Hey, it's in the original source material. If I don't see this boy in a dress and a wig, ain't buying my ticket. Ain't buying my ticket. I need to see it. No, but I mean, you got to think about, like, I forgot these are also central characters in the first movie. Stitch was one thing. How are these guys going to look? Because Stitch was obviously going to look cute like that. But Pleakley and Janumba are not characters that are inherently built to look cute. They're going to look a little odd. So I am curious someone said, Nani, please sit down, boy. What are you doing? Come on now. This is a family channel. I think the actress is out there if I look for her. But yeah, I'm still curious what they're gonna look like. So we got that settled, and they are saying within the next couple of days or the next weeks, we are gonna be getting a trailer for Lilo and Stitch. If I had to put my money on it, with this movie releasing in May, they're probably gonna release the trailer for Lilo and Stitch when Mufasa comes out, and that's in December. So that's when I think we'll get our first trailer. Makes the most sense. And well, speaking of that, we did get a Mufasa trailer that I guess I could play if I wanted to, but nothing too crazy. My gosh, I gotta be careful on them tweets, man. You search Mufasa and things like that pop up, buddy. What are we doing here? But they had a new Lion King trailer, and I wish I was more excited for this thing, guys. I'm not lying to you. I'm just not there. The only thing giving me some hope is the director. And you know what? There's already a kind of a weird sign for this movie. Let me see if I can pop up the article here. So we know the last film, and the only reason they made a Lion King sequel, or prequel, I should say, is because the first film ended up making $1 billion, right? It was $1 billion movie. And I mean, come on, Lion King is one of the most iconic movies. There's a lot of parents that just took their kids because it's like, hey, this thing made me cry when I was your age. It's your turn to cry, Billy. And, the movie was what it was. Now, in 2019, that movie opened up to $191 million its first weekend. Big numbers. This new movie is tracking 66 million, less than half. Ooh, that I think this is going to be Disney's version of Joker 2. Nothing in terms of the story, because we don't know. The story could be better than the first movie. In fact, I think this movie will be better than the last Lion King film. Obviously, the original Lion King story in itself is a great story, but just being a copycat of that and this being an original movie, I feel like it will be better. But what I mean is that this is Disney's Joker 2, and the fact that Joker 1 was $1 billion movie, tons of success. Joker 2 ended up almost flopping. It's not a flop, because I think it's still going to make like 200 mil maybe, but not making anywhere near the money the first movie made. I think that's happening here. I don't think this movie is coming close to $1 billion. I think it'll be lucky if it comes close to 500 million, which is what the last movie made. So I don't know, just some numbers interesting to look at, because that just lets you know people were there for the first movie because that's an iconic film. If they weren't that happy with it, it's going to show you in the sequel when they don't return. So that's something to keep in mind. Then the only thing that was an actual announcement that we didn't get at our D23 when that happened earlier in the year was the announcement that Ice Age 6 is happening. We had Ray Romano come on, which I guess let me just play it for you. Let me get that up there. Ray Romano, who voices, I think, the big manatee, Manny, right? That's his name, Manny. He came up and did the announcement. So let's see here.
Hello, everybody. Ooh, Ray Romano here with some big news. Wow, it's cold in here. Did the AC break or something?
Oh, Queen
Hey, Ray,
Latifah.
you ready to give the big announcement?
Sure am. Just give me a minute. Could somebody turn the heat up, please? What?
I see you got my gift.
What's happening?
I thought it'd be fun. Okay, tell him.
Ice Age 6 is coming to theaters.
There we go. The herd is back, baby.
Oh.
I gotta call everybody I know.
Now production. I gotta tell you, lot of surprises on my face with this announcement. Okay, I'm not an Ice Age hater. I love that first movie. I remember watching it as a kid. It makes me laugh to this day. Really big fan of that first Ice Age film. Ice Age 2 through 5. You could right now show me a random clip from anywhere in that series, from 2 to 5, a random clip from any one of those movies. To save my life, I will not be able to tell you. Oh, that one's from Ice Age 3. Oh, that clip's from Ice Age 5. Oh, that clip is obviously from the second movie. After the first movie, Ice Age 2 and Ice Age 5 is an all-together blur where I have no idea what happens in those movies, and it's just a bunch of craziness. But you know what? The fans are crazy. They obviously made it to 6 movies because there are people out there giving these things a chance. And you know, we already had the best ending to the franchise because the squirrel from Ice Age got his nut. Like, gotta be careful. They released it, right? It was like, think after the creator or after Blue Sky ended, they released this cute little video where the squirrel finally got his nut and he ate it, and it was like, oh, how beautiful. The squirrel, his struggle, his pain, he gets his nut. What a good way. It was honestly a great way, you know? Some of us would like to get on nut, and we can't. We just can't. But this man did it, and that's why we respect him. So with Ice Age 6, baby, I don't know what to expect. Honestly, I was going to theorize, because I hadn't seen that announcement video until right now. I was going to speculate that it was going to be a straight-to-streaming movie. But Ray Romano said it right there. Going to theaters. Wow. So that means in the year 2026, it is going to be the face-off of animated movie sequels, because this is what the lineup is looking like. We have Shrek 5, Ice Age 6, Toy Story 5, and Super Mario Bros. 2. Okay, there's a different ways we can order this. We can order this from excitement, or we can order this from what we think will be the most successful. I'm going to go in terms of excitement right now, and I'm telling you, okay, Shrek 5, number 1. Then I'm going to go, Toy Story 5, just because I really want that to be good. Super Mario Bros. 2, Ice Age 6, okay? That's my ranking right there. I'd love to hear your guys's, but I just don't know what else you do with this franchise. Like, we live in an era of nostalgia bait, of you know, things where you bring in something that's been long running and you do something to bring back the old fans. The only thing I can think of that would be semi worthwhile in Ice Age 6 is bring back that little kid from the first movie, but as an adult. And maybe he's got a kid, and maybe they got to rescue him and do something like that. That's the only way. Or have they already done that? I wouldn't be surprised, because they've gone through so many extinctions, right? They had like the asteroid, the dinosaurs, the ice melted. These things have been alive for 300 years, and they're on their 6th movie. That kid is probably dead now that I'm thinking about it, because back then adults only lived to be 30. So I don't know, man. I'm happy for the Ice Age fans out there. I can't say I'm on that same level of hype, but yo, I guess this is a good excuse to go back and watch all the Ice Age movies and review them for the channel, right? That could be something. Scrat needs the nut. What? So there was that. I'm trying to think if there was anything else of importance from the D23 announcements. Let me just scroll real quick if I'm missing anything. They did talk about, like, see, they played that at our D23, just the Toy Story 5 announcement. They didn't give any new details on it. Talked a little bit about Moana, some Tron stuff. They showed a couple first looks at Hopper, which is a Pixar movie that I'm very excited for. Hopefully it goes good. some stuff on Elio. Let me see. I think that was it. There was nothing else. Some Zootopia, but we already knew Zootopia 2 was coming along. So that's all we got. Tomorrow, hopefully, when we get Kevin Feige on stage talking about the MCU, we'll get some cool updates and things going down. So be on the lookout for that, my friends. Be on the lookout for that. All right. Let's move on now to the next topic here. Let me go back to my screen. All right. Good. Okay, we have a small update with Scream 7. I kind of wanted to bring to light because I'm still very curious about this movie and what's been going to be going down in it. Oh my goodness, AI. Is this AI? Or is this just nicely photoshopped? Okay, that's not bad. Scream 7. So we had something pop up that, again, take it with a grain of salt, but I thought was definitely worth bringing up because I'm like, what is going on with this movie? So Critical Overlord, who's also another creator on here and has a lot of reliable information when it comes to horror franchises and whatnot, since he used to, I think, write for Screen Rant. He posted this, how do I say it? This, oh, that is deleted? He deleted it? Oh no, is it maybe fake then? I thought he still had it. Let me see. Let me make sure. Scream 7 Blood. Okay. It was this. All right. So we have here a small update on it. So, just keep here. It says here, a writer who recently became a director, Kevin Williamson, has been brought on to helm a sequel for a well-known horror series. It seems that the studio was eager to have him on board, possibly to help fix issues they faced recently. There were even rumors that they agreed to let him use his own production company for the project. However, things haven't gone smoothly. Reports suggest that the new director is at odds with both the studio and the original writer. This disagreement has led to significant delays affecting everyone from the cast to the crew. The creative team struggles to agree on the script, which is causing further holdups. Amidst this chaos, the lead actress, Neve Campbell, shared her enthusiasm about the upcoming sequel with a fan, but added a note of frustration stating they keep pushing the movie. This indicates that fans may have to wait longer than expected for release. Ooh, this kind of update. Again, taking it with a grain of salt, but it does not surprise me, man. The Scream 7, if you put the Melissa Barrera and Jenna Ortega stuff aside, which, that already soured this movie for me, it has been months of like, oh, the movie's going to start filming in the summer. Oh, it got moved to the fall. Oh, it got moved to the beginning of 2025. Oh, it's going to be in the spring of 2025. They keep pushing the start of filming of this movie. And I'm like, what is the holdup? What is going on? And then this comes about. It looks like director Kevin Williamson, who was also the writer of the original Scream movie, did Scream 1 and 2, also then wrote Scream 4, my personal favorite sequel, and has been a producer on 5 and 6. He was hired to be the director, and it's kind of one of the only things that make me interested in Scream 7, because it's like, wow, the guy who originally created it now finally gets to direct his baby. Let's see what he does. And it looks like he's got some strong ideas, which actually give me a little bit of hope, but it seems it's causing him to butt heads, because although he's the director, the writer of Scream 5 and 6 still has to write 7, and it looks like maybe he's not agreeing with his idea, where he's going, which makes sense. As much as I love 5 and 6, well, love is a strong word. As much as I like 5 and 6, there's a lot of rehashing of old Scream ideas, and I don't think that's what the franchise should be. I think it should be pushing stuff forward. And so I could totally see him going, I don't just want to do a newer version of like Scream 3 and call it Scream 7. I want to do something different. And maybe there's just some pushback on that. So that's interesting to hear, man. It just keeps sounding like, man, is this movie going to happen? It's sounding more and more like maybe not. And even Matthew Lillard has been way more vocal lately about Stu coming back. Like, I think there's been like 3 different interviews where he is just letting it out, where he keeps saying Stu is alive, and you never know, he could come back. He says here, Matthew Lillard speaks on Stu Marker, his infamous Scream character, who he says is still alive. It explains how Stu almost made a return to the franchise. That was during Scream 3. That was Kevin Williamson's original idea, but there was tragedy that he was on the Drew Barrymore show and was like, Stu's alive. So I'm like, Man, what's happening, man? That would be the one thing to be like, all right, sure, bring Stu in, but I want Stu there from beginning to end. I don't want Stu there for the last 10 minutes revealed as Ghostface. I need him somehow part of the movie from beginning to end, or else it's not all that worth it, in my opinion. So, um, we'll see what happens. We'll see what's going on. You guys let me know. This is just a little rumor that came about. I just thought it was worth bringing up. All right, let's talk about some Sonic. So there's been a little bit of Sonic updates. I think a lot of us are waiting on the new trailer, which is said to be releasing any day now. I'm thinking it'll probably be released with the red one, the Dwayne Johnson and Chris Evans Christmas movie. I'm pretty sure. We got this new sweet poster of just Sonic and Shadow. This thing looks awesome. But the one thing I was like, I really hope they have it. They better get it, is a popcorn bucket for Sonic. And well, we did get some Sonic 3 popcorn buckets, baby. And you know what? I'm not going to lie. I'm happy he's getting it, but I kind of wanted more. So this is one of the first ones we got coming up. We have Sonic here holding a bag of popcorn with his shoes, his head. I would like to get a side profile view. I want to see how detailed this looks. I think it is. It could save it if they get the designs of the shoes really good and all that kind of stuff. But I was like, okay, this kind of reminds me of the Slimer popcorn bucket that we got earlier in the year. I don't know if you guys remember, Cinemark put one out. Slimer popcorn bucket for Ghostbusters. Kind of similar to that, just holding the popcorn there and all that kind of stuff. It feels like they just kind of took that idea, went there. I was like, all right, would have liked something slightly more creative, but all right, I'll take it. I'll take it. Those shoes and the side profile could fix it. Then the other one that looks like it'll be AMC is just going to be a Sonic head. And in fact, these have already been made before. A Sonic popcorn. I don't think they came out in America though. Let me see. Sinopolis. They were like released in see, this was the Sonic popcorn bucket. I think back when the first movie came out back in 2020. So it's extremely similar. We've already had something like this. It does look like it's going to be more detailed. While this one is not very detailed. It's just very smooth, bland. You can barely tell that's the movie design one. This one does look like it's more shaped like a head. Actually will have some detail on the fur and whatnot. So that could be pretty cool. Hey, if they come out with heads of Shadow, Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles, that'd be great. Collect them all. Looks like it might just be Sonic himself, but hey, something to look forward to. Does it have fur? I think it'll just be plastic, but I mean, the fur at least will be kind of detailed in it. So something to look forward to there. Let me see. So yeah, I'm still waiting to see, guys. I'm still waiting to see though if we get that trailer and what they decide to reveal in it. There's some report that came around that there is a secret character in the movie. Dude, I have no idea. I figured there's going to be some sort of secret character, but my money is either Amy or Metal Sonic. I don't know anything for a fact. This is me just speculating, but I feel like that's got to be it, right? It's got to be either Metal Sonic or Amy. Because, yes, I know they're enemies in this film, Shadow and Sonic, but I think there's got to be a common reason for them to team up. And if it's not against Robotnik, it's got to be against a bigger, stronger threat. And Metal Sonic would be that. Amy, I think's got to be the post-credit scene. Amy's got to be where she comes in and goes, Sonic, we need you on Other Earth to save us. Dun-dun-dun-dun. And that'll lead us into Sonic 4, 5, 6, and however long they get going. But, some people are saying Chaos or Silver. I think those are more characters for Sonic 5 or 6. I think Amy is the one that most people would want right now. But, yeah, Sonic 3, baby. We're getting some merchandise. At least they got a popcorn bucket. Could have gone so easily bad of just no merchandise whatsoever. I can't wait to see what other promotional. Hopefully they get a food item. Let's get a Sonic hot dog going or something, buddy. That's what I would want. That's what I would want. Okay, that looks like all the updates I had planned for you guys. Let me see here. Reddit time, Daddy. I don't think there's anything really on the Reddit. I didn't really give you guys any prompts. I don't think there's a Walmart commercial. Heard this movie before. Oh yeah, over 40 monkeys escaped. Man, that's some craziness. That's some craziness. No Latinas in Sonic 3. I've been seeing this. Is this a new meme in the Sonic community? Because someone before I started the stream said Shadow loves Latinas. He just like me for real. Where is this coming from? Someone needs to explain this meme to me because I've never seen it before. Oh yes, I have become president. First act is spooky season 24/7. That is my only act as president. Oh man, okay. Whoever took this picture, you are banned. You are gone. You are no fan of mine, and you have embarrassed me. And that is the last thing you want to do in this household. How dare you, my friend? I saw this photo and my heart sank. I look so... You got me in such a bad position, man. I look like I'm trying to squeeze out a little toot that just isn't happening. I'm just like... I don't even know what I was looking at. So this was me at the Deadpool and Wolverine premiere, and somebody just snapped a photo of me from afar. I look so maniacal. I don't even know how to recreate that face. That is like, that's so evil. Just see here, I look gorgeous. I look great. There, my friends. Oh my God, I look so. I don't like it. I don't enjoy it. I don't appreciate it. Man, if you guys are gonna take photos of me, at least catch me in a good position. But oh, dude, I will say my hair looks great there. You perfectly captured the nice haircut I got for this. But that's me next to Mrs. 3C. So that's a nice photo. It's Skibbity Chris time. Okay. So just randomness. Oh yeah, I went to go see Gladiator review Monday. That's when see, it says even right there, so you guys believe me. When I go to these screenings, they give you an embargo. It says here, global review embargo Monday, November 11th, 6 a.m., 9 a.m. ET. So that's when I can review it. Oh yeah, I saw some people talking about this. Unfortunately, this isn't real, guys. Some people were like, look at the Captain America popcorn bucket. It's not real. This was made by a fan who started his own popcorn bucket business. He bought a 3D printer and is going to be making his own popcorn buckets to sell to people. It's not official. This will not be at any theaters. Looks pretty cool. The guy is doing some nice work, but this isn't a real popcorn bucket. It's a fan-made one that a guy did with his 3D printer. But it would have been cool. The Red Hulkussy. You guys were really excited for that one, let me tell you. Yeah, Regina Hall saying she'd be down to come back for Scream 6. I hope it happens. Talked about that earlier. Yeah, I think that's all the update. That's all the things we got. I don't know. If something else happens during the stream, we'll catch it up. All right, going into the regular chat for a little bit before I go into the how do I say it? The super chats. Let me know if you guys got any questions or things you want to talk about here, you know? Movie related, hopefully. Spider-Man 4 news. We don't got any Spider-Man 4 news right now, my friend. We are just waiting. I think come December or January, it will be Spider-Man time because they're going to be gearing up to hopefully start filming or something. But so far right now, no Spider-Man news. No Spider-Man news. Someone just said Harrison Fussy. The Harrison Fussy. Okay. Any Transformers news? Oh, I did see... Sorry, I'm trying to find your exact thing here. I accidentally clicked wrong. Well, somebody asked for Transformers news. I did see that the how do I say it? The guy, one of the producers for Transformers. Hang on, let me get this pulled up. For Transformers 1 was talking about the possibilities of a sequel. Let's see, Transformers 1 sequel, because right now the box office is not looking good that there will be a sequel for that. But yeah, see here, thanks to is Transformers 1 great account to follow. But we had here an update where it says, I know it's early days, but do you foresee future installments in this iteration of the big screen Transformers adventures? And they said, I agree, it is early days, but never too soon. Think about what's possible. In fact, coming off Transformers 1, we have been exploring future projects with film directors Josh Cooley. The Transformers franchise has such a rich history and passionate fandom, so there are so many feats that have yet to be explored. So the possibilities are open. I'm still thinking that if the toy sales for this movie went through the roof, that'll be the thing that saves it. Because right now the box office ain't saving it. But Hey, put this thing on Netflix, whatever the most popular streaming service is, which I think is Netflix, and just let it live there. You will find fans being made, and within 4 years, the same way Mutant Mayhem or Spider-Verse did, when that sequel comes out, it'll be your moneymaker, hopefully. But, yeah, so that was that update. I thought that was cool. So those are your Transformers news for those who were asking. What products do you use for your hair? My friend, this is a very interesting question. I use a thing called Sexy Hair Pomade. I'm not kidding. That is actually the name. Yes, this thing right here. This is the exact thing I use for my hair. Gives me the luscious look I need, and it is called Sexy Hair. Funny story. Some of you know, before I was a YouTuber, one of my jobs was an after-school teacher at a daycare. It was a daycare, so there was like infants, kids that were 1, 2, 3 years old. But your boy, worked in the part where they got people from like 3rd grade to 5th grade. They would come in at the daycare while their parents are still working late, and I would just help them with their homework until their parents picked them up. One day, your boy got in trouble because I was running late for work, didn't have time to do my hair. So I thought, oh, I'll just bring my little pomade, put it in my pocket, whatever. When I get to work, I'll go to the bathroom and then just do my hair real quick, and then I'll start my shift. Well, I don't know what happened during my shift. I accidentally left the thing out to where a kid could see it. And, well, kids that are in 3rd or 5th grade can read easily. And one kid picked it up and said, "Sexy hair? What the heck?" And my boss didn't like that. You can't leave things around that say the word sexy on them. Please don't let it happen again. One of the most embarrassing things. That is a true story. Actually happened. So embarrassing. And that's why I remembered right now the name of it. Because I never look at this stuff. I just know it works for me. And I was like, it has sexy in the name. And I got in trouble for it. So there's some 3C law for you for today. But that's what happened to me. All right, let's see what else you guys are saying. Someone asked for a Red One review. I actually watched the movie this Sunday. If you guys have an Alamo Draft House in your neighborhood or whatever near you, I would check your local listings, because Alamo is having early screenings this Sunday. You can buy tickets for. Which is funny because my press screening is next week, but I could buy a ticket to see it early through Alamo this Sunday. So that's what I did. So this Sunday, I'm watching the Red One. Hopefully it's good. Hopefully it's good. Someone said grow a ponytail. We have been through this arc. We have been through this journey. There are some photoshopped images on the 3C Reddit you could probably find. Your boy's not growing a ponytail. Let's see here. What else you guys have to say? More 3C lore. I don't have that much 3C lore. I'm trying to think. Chris will remember that. I will remember everything. I will never forget the things you guys tell me. I already talked about Ice Age 6, so okay, lot of the same stuff here. Let's go on then to the super chatty questions and continue this on. Beginning here. Will the live action Lilo and Stitch teaser recreate the Get Your Own Movie teaser, but in live action form? Is this a thing? I've never heard of this. I saw you type it, but it was you said Get Your Own Movie teaser? Was this like something that they did for Lilo and Stitch? Let me see if I can pull it up. Get Your Own Movie teaser. Nothing's popping up for me. I'll have to look it up. But I remember the original Lilo and Stitch marketing was very much liked. So that would be no. And yeah, see, there we go. Shadow loves Latinas. I need to know about this. I need to know why Shadow loves Latinas. I need to save him before it's too late. They'll eat you alive, buddy. Wolverine review. When Deadpool and Wolverine releases on Disney Plus next week? No comment. No comment. But that's a great idea. Last update of the Wolverine game was concerning, but a new update just came out that sounds positive. The game is still fairly in development and planned to release in 2025. Hopefully. Okay, 2025 release. That's not bad. Hopefully that happens. I'm still wanting to have that game and play it. And I'm still shocked that they didn't come out with any DLCs for Spider-Man 2. Whenever that news hit, I was pretty sad, man. Deadpool and Wolverine felt less MCU and more like a Fox Marvel film. I think that was the intention too. It was supposed to be the send off to that universe, and I think they did a decent job with it. So, yeah, I agree with that. I feel like Insomniac's Venom might not happen because on their socials, they told fans that their main focus is Wolverine. Yeah, it's crazy that we heard at one point Venom was going to be their next game. And that would have been an easy DLC, playing as Venom in the Spider-Man 2 map. Like, some people found a way to, like, do that through, like, a little bug. And I was like, why can't they just do that? And I was still waiting for, like, the Carnage level. I thought that's what was going to happen because they set up that Carnage storyline in the game and didn't happen. Oh, yes. Fridays wouldn't be the same without you, Chris. Oh, I appreciate you. I appreciate you, buddy. Did you see the Disney announced Ice Age 6? I did see that, and I'm just shocked. I can't believe it. Like, I did not know there was that many Ice Age fans out there, but they must be making money if they're on the 6th movie, man. Even in the rain, hidden in the chaos, is the element waiting to strike like snakes. Oh, the Batman. I love that freaking movie, man. I love it. I can't wait for the Penguin to finish this Sunday. Oh, it's going to be glorious. Do you think Transformers 1 will be a sequel? We'll get a sequel? We just talked about it here. One of the producers were saying that they're open to it, but I think chances are slim. Do not get your hopes up. Is Naruto live action? Yes, the Naruto live action is still happening. It's being done by the same person that's directing Spider-Man 4, Daniel Destin Cretton. Hopefully it turns out good, but man, where's my Dragon Ball Z live action, man? That's what I want to see next. Get me that Dragon Ball Z movie. That's what I'm actually hoping for. I need you guys to support Naruto, whether you're a fan or not. Buy 10 tickets, because just like with Five Nights at Freddy's spawned off this Bendy movie, Poppy's Playtime, the Hello Neighbor movie, Naruto makes money. Oh, we are getting that DBZ movie, baby. Me and my brother are big fans. Can you shout him out? His name is Oliver. Tell him he's a Skibbity Sigma. Oliver? Yes, Skibbity Sigma with ultimate Riz. The brain rot is real with my friends. Do you have any scrap video ideas, and how much is your Funko Pop collection now since you sold most of your Pops? Oh, man, I don't even want to think about that. I wonder if you guys could see. Oh, I got a lot of trash here, but let me see. Is there a way I can, like, get you guys? No. I actually have most of my horror Pops right now. Let me so where's my phone? Because I can't move the camera because it's stationary. But, yeah, I have a lot of my Pops right here off to the side. I love staring at them. I sold a big chunk of them, so I don't know how much it's worth, but it's a lot. Scrapped video ideas, all times, man. I mean, there's one right now I'm debating whether to scrap or keep. I don't know if it'll be that good of a video or not. I'll just tell you. Okay, I'll just tell you what the video idea is right now. So right now in Dallas, there is a Sonic convention called Sonic Expo. And it's a place where it's like 30-minute drive for me. I'm like, not bad. And if I look at the guest list, a lot of familiar faces. Like, for one, Agent Stone is going to be there. Okay, I would love to meet Agent Stone, and I was so prepared for this. Your boy already has a Knuckles costume that came in the mail. And there's other YouTubers that make Sonic content there. Let me see if I can find them. Oh, they're not here. The content creators here. We have nice people. K-Mix, yeah, some of these people you guys might recognize. I recognize like 4 of them. Like Sam Procrastination definitely is one of them. And the Jack Botniks. So I thought about, like, okay, I can make a video, title it, I go to a Sonic convention, but I'm struggling to see if there's enough there to make a full video. Because the whole point would be to kind of look at a Sonic convention. I've been to a ton of conventions out there, whether it's a comic book convention, horror convention. I've never been to a convention of just one singular character, which is Sonic. But I don't want the video of me to be like making fun of Sonic fans. But I also don't know what other fun things could happen. You know what I mean? I'm trying to find the angle with it. Like the journey. Yeah, people are saying, keep it, do it. If some of y'all can like leave me, well, mainly when it comes to meeting some of these content creators, I don't even know who Emo Sonic is, but he's going to be there. He's going to have his panel. I know Game Cage has like reacted to a couple of my Sonic updates before. I got to think of some ideas in there. I just don't know. I think I have enough for like a 3-minute video, but to really make it worth it, I need to be able to make at least an 8 to 10-minute video, and I just don't know. So I'm thinking about it. It's very possibly going to happen. But if you have suggestions or idea, let me know. Make it a short. See, if I just make it a short, it wouldn't be worth it because your boy's got to have a little profit from it. That's the way it works. I can't just be doing things that don't. YouTube Shorts do not pay good. If I can make it a full video idea, it would be worth it. So I'll see. That's that. So there's an idea for you. Now that you know, cosplay as Fat Knuckles. Well, we'll see that I'm already giving away my jokes in the video is because I was gonna be dressed as Knuckles and be like, I'm Wade Whipple. The flames of disaster. So we'll see. Maybe it'll happen, maybe not. Stay tuned on the channel, my friends. Thoughts on Ice Age 6 in the works? Why, Disney? I honestly, same. Why, Disney? Maybe just because they own that lineup now and maybe they can get something out of it. But they must have a banger idea. Because I think just making another Ice Age movie is not really getting a lot of people out of seats. There's a good people that'll be there, but I don't think a lot of people. Do you know Sony's rumor to make... Oh, yes. I saw this rumor. I forgot to talk about it in the week. I just don't know how much I believe it. We have heard so many rumors about what's going to be happening in the Venom universe, and this was the latest one. There was an Agent Venom movie that is reportedly in the works, and some people even pointed out that this Agent Venom is kind of set up in Venom 3. In Venom 3, there is a scene towards the end in the climax, and I do remember watching the movie and going, wow, we're really focusing on this guy, where I think Eddie saves a soldier. He just saved him. His leg got cut off or something, and then they go to another person, then they go to another person, and then they put him on a van and go get him to safety. And I remember watching the movie going, that's a lot of dedication to save this random army guy, whatever. And well, that's kind of the origin of Agent Venom. Flash Thompson, joined the army, some PTSD, and then symbiote latched onto him, and boom, bada bing, we got Agent Venom. A Venom that won't have the spider symbol on his chest. I think this is a cool idea for a solo movie. In fact, I think I would have liked this better than what they did with Venom. But I don't even know, man. Venom really is the only franchise that makes money through these Sony spin-offs. Because Madam Web, Morbius, I don't even know if Craven's going to make it. Agent Venom movie has the potential to actually be something, but I just don't know if it'll actually happen. Because we also remember hearing the rumors that there was an R-rated animated Venom movie with Seth Rogen and whatnot. So I don't know. I'm open to it, but I'm not putting my eggs in that basket. I'm gonna wait and see what comes up from it. All right, let's see here. The live action How to Train Your Dragon trailer is set to come out this month. Yes, I did see those rumors and reports. I can't wait. I love the How to Train Your Dragon movies. I want to see if that will be done well. And the other most exciting part is this will finally be somebody other than Disney making live action movies based off animated characters. Now, this is also a big one because this is a live action movie off a 3D animated movie. Usually we've only made live action films off 2D animated films, but now we're in that territory where 3D animated movies are getting the live action treatment. How to Train Your Dragon and the soon-to-be-made Moana movie with The Rock. So I'm curious. I think they could probably do a better job than what Disney does, but we'll see. Transformers 1 is a better love story than Joker 2. No argument there, buddy. No argument there. Hey, Chris, got any lore about vacations or traveling? Oh, vacations or traveling? I'm trying to think of anything good. As a kid, I don't... The only thing I remember is my parents, since we were in Texas and we'd go to Florida, we would go driving because we couldn't afford plane tickets. And that was a 16, 18-hour drive. And the most memorable one I remember is we stopped at a gas station an hour into the road trip. And this gas station just had a wall of DVDs. And I remember going up and the Rocky movie was there. And my dad's like, oh, you've never seen Rocky. And at that time, we had a portable DVD player. These things that look like mini laptops and all that. We had one in the car. And my dad's like, well, let's do it. And they had Rocky 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I remember that whole road trip going to Florida. Just Rocky 1. Play the next one, Daddy. Rocky 2. Play the next one, Daddy. Rocky 3. That was one of the coolest road trips of my life. I went from Texas to Florida just watching Rocky back to back to back, baby. So, I don't know. That's some lore right there. That's good old times. Nowadays, I just fly and I watch a crappy streaming service movie. I think the last movie I saw on the plane was that Zac Efron, John Cena movie. Was it Ricky Stenicki? Ain't no Rocky, I'll tell you that. Ain't no Rocky. Will you be going to see the movie Weekend in Tapi? The movie Weekend in Tapi. Tapi or not Tapi? That is the question. I've never heard of this movie. Tapi? Is this a Bollywood movie? Will you go to see the movie Weekend in Tapi? I'm gonna have to say no. I'm gonna have to say no. Do you think Z Sony can make a Transformers movie? Guys, why are we speaking in code here? Is it me, chat? Is my brain too fried, chat? Is the brain rot hitting me? Does this sense make sense to other people other than me? Do you think Z Sony can make a Transform movie? Guys, in between the content creator circles, I have to defend my fan base, okay? I have to let them know it's not just a bunch of 9-year-olds, 10-year-olds, that I have smart, educated people watching my videos. Because if I don't, what does that say about me and who I am? We're going to have to do Saturday education live streams with 3C. No, I just read what the chat said. No, don't tell me that's true. No, but no. Don't lie to me now. Aw, it's true. Man, R.I.P. Dude, Tony Todd. What the heck? Let's take a break from that and reminisce and admire Tony Todd. So, RIP's in the chat. RIP's in the chat. Tony Todd has passed away, my friends. This legendary man. Where do we even begin? Candyman. Iconic movie, and he was in. Legendary voice, too. No one can replicate that Tony Todd hum. And his great voice is the Venom, but I also loved him in the Final Destination franchise. And he stuck around in the horror franchise. He's got appearances in Hatchet and whatnot. Real shame and loss, my friends. Oh, I can't believe that just happened. Right on stream, too. R.I.P., man, Tony Todd. I can only imagine the things he was working on. Now that Venom game is not going to feel as good either. But, dude, that sucks. That sucks. R.I.P., man. R.I.P. Thank you. It feels weird continuing on the chat now. What the heck? Oh, I feel so sad. I really like Tony Todd, man. That was such a sad age. I feel like I have to tweet, but I'm gonna restrain myself because I'm here on the chat. But dude, anybody's favorite? Let me go through his IMDb if there's other things I've missed from the Tony Todd, because I'm just looking at his horror credentials and I'm sure the man has done more. Oh, dude, Tony Todd. Dude, he creeped me out as freaking a Candyman. I remember watching that movie as a kid going, oh, dude. He was in The Crow as well. I forgot about that. One of his most recent projects he's got coming up. He's a voice in the Indiana Jones game. He's doing a lot of video game stuff. Okay, cool. Oh, he was in Stream. I just saw that. That was pretty good. Man, the guy was always working. So much stuff. Flash Catfish. A lot of stuff he was in. Man. R.I.P. Tony Todd. R.I.P. Hopefully they did do something to include him, because there was rumors he's going to be included in the new Final Destination movie. We'll see if that ended up happening. If not, man, that sucks. That sucks. R.I.P. chat. R.I.P. Yeah. All right. One of the most iconic voices in Hollywood just left us. I'm going to try to continue on, as weird as it's going to be. Sorry, guys. What network would you be on out of this? Cartoon Network or Nickelodeon? I was always more a Cartoon Network kid. I like Nickelodeon, but Cartoon Network was my jam. Would you want Godzilla -1 sequel taking place right after the first movie or taking place decades later with a better military upgrade? Decades later wouldn't be bad. It definitely seems like that Godzilla needs to regenerate, and who knows how long that takes. I wouldn't mind a bit of a time jump, but I also would like some of those characters from the first movie to come back, but time jump could work. Sonic 3 is beating Mufasa at the box office because the projections of Mufasa opening weekend is 65 million. By the way, love your videos. Now, okay, well, let's look at what is the Sonic movies opened up to in the past. So let's see. Sonic movie 1 opening weekend. Cuz I don't know. Let's see. Has it been bigger than that? Sonic movie opening box office. Okay, so it opened at 58. 57 to 58 back in 2020. Okay, that's under the 65 mil. So right now Mufasa would beat it. That's what the second movie opened up to. Second movie did open to 72 million. Now, I'm thinking we're on an upward trajectory, but just in case, because, hey, there is a lot coming out in December. Families have to choose between which one to go to. I'm going to say it's going to be a coin toss. I feel like 65 could be what Sonic 3 opens up to. I'd like to believe 80 and 90 million, hopefully, but you don't know. But I think you're right. There is a good chance it definitely dethrones it. I definitely dethrones it. All right, let's see what else. Dystopian world you would love/hate to live in. Oh, a dystopian world. Okay. I don't know why the first one I thought about was like I Am Legend with with the Will Smith one. That one was pretty sad. Like that scene where he goes to Blockbuster and talks to mannequins, memorizes every line to Shrek, probably would have been my life. But if we're talking about the one I would hate to live in, I mean like the zombie universe, Walking Dead, like that would just be awful. I'm trying to think of like what other dystopian places. Am I having the right definition of dystopian, by the way? Trying to think dystopian movies. Well, I guess it doesn't have to be apocalyptic. Things like Planet of the Apes, Terminator, Idiocracy, Matrix, those are dystopian movies. Honestly, I guess Matrix wouldn't be that bad because I'd be in a simulation, but if I had a crappy life and I was just a battery for a bunch of machines, that would be kind of crappy. I'm gonna go Planet of the Apes universe because the apes ruling over me, man, that'd be kind of sad. Mad Max. You know what? You're right. Mad Max. Mad Max would probably be the worst. Yeah. That'd probably be the worst. Mufasa's projected to start. Oh, yeah. However, I felt like it's going to get a ton more. I also believe it will beat Sonic 3. See? Oh, we have some divides. Someone just said, no, Sonic 3 will beat Mufasa. Someone else here is saying it won't beat it. Oh, well, Elliot, you do have a Mufasa profile pic, so I'm seeing you biased here. I'm trying to be unbiased, but it is looking like a coin toss. I'm telling you, I know people are like, yeah, the next one will be up. Sometimes it doesn't always work that way, you know? Sometimes sequels earn less than the previous movies, but they still make enough back. I think that this one has a good chance to be right at that 70 or less, and you also have to think about how many of the 65 million eats away from Sonic and vice versa, right? So we'll see. We shall see, my friends. Any book/property you want to turn to a movie or show? Book or property I would want to turn into a movie or show. Let me try and think about that. A lot of stuff out there. I would love to say I've read a lot of things, but I only read what gets turned into a movie because that's the way my life revolves around it. If I'm trying to think of anything specifically, a property like Dragon Ball, but we already saw that went terrible. I don't know how good that would be. I've said it before, Crash Bandicoot. I just want a Crash Bandicoot movie because I grew up on Crash Bandicoot, and I thought that would that would be kind of a fun movie just because I think that it could be dumb, but Crash is filled with a lot of cool villains and characters, and I think he's a funny one. Let's see here. Someone said, oh, there we go. That's the best answer. Danny Phantom, Ben 10. Courage the Cowardly Dog movie would be awesome, dude. Danny Phantom and Ben 10, I think, are the top picks, though. More Ben 10, but Danny Phantom would kick butt. There's something in the WOTA. I ordered Romulus bucket on eBay. Turned out to be 3D printed. Got refunded and gladiator helmet from. I knew there was something. If you guys don't know, we were talking about popcorn buckets, how much they were selling for, and I went on eBay to see how much the Alien Romulus bucket that I have. Let me see if I could do it right. This one right here. This one right behind me. I was like, hey, that one's selling for like $80, but then I was seeing other people were selling it for 30, and I was like, that's suspicious. Now we know why. They were 3D printing them, which, hey, with these 3D printers they got nowadays, the black market to make popcorn buckets is going to be out there, so get crazy. Bro Glazes Cinemark. Hey, Cinemark is peak, buddy. JK, Chris, you have inspired me so much. Also, how would you rank the Planet of the Apes movies? You to go. Hey, don't knock it, man. I look, if AMC genuinely was better in my area, I would be praising them too. But I'm telling you, the Cinemarks in Dallas, if you're a Texas guy, Dallas, you know the Cinemarks are nicer. They got the better food, better seating. AMC just don't got it. They still feel like they need to clean up or upgrade some things, man. Popcorn is better at Cinemark too. Doesn't AMC could be sponsoring me, and I'd still tell you Cinemark is better. But Planet of the Apes movies, oh dude. Well, I'm only gonna do the more modern ones because I have not watched the older ones in a long time, and some of them I have never seen. So I'll give you my top favorites. Is definitely the two Matt Reeves ones. So Dawn of the Planet of the Apes is the best one still so far. Then I'm going to go, what was it? War for the Planet of the Apes, and then the most recent one, which was Kingdom. I'll go. I really like Rise, too. The one with James Franco. I think that one's kind of underrated. Mary Kiss Kill, Spider-Man, Toby edition. Mary Jane, Gwen Stacy, Betty Brant. So we're just looking at the Spider-Man, so the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies? Okay. We have, this is going to be so weird, man. These are actual females, but I'm going to pretend that they are, well, not pretend, they are fictional characters, but trying to just envision them more on their personality than on their look. Let me see if I can pop them up. Sam Raimi. Let's see. Gwen and Betty. So hopefully that'll pop up a photo so we can all see them. Some lavish, beautiful looking women. So obviously we have Mary Jane. Okay, I think this does it good here. So the ones he was talking about was Mary Jane, Betty, and then this Gwen. So this diagonal. We're gonna ignore everybody, but let me tell you, Cake Lady wins because she brings cake. All right? You bring me cake, you win. The guy who says, give me rent, he could have brought the cake. Would have shown him my cake. Yeah. Okay. So let's get that clear. All right. You know what? It's going to be so cliche. And there's a lot of people who like now give hate to Kristen Dunst's Mary Jane. But I cannot blame you. Even as a kid, I was always like, this is Mary Jane? This one? Nothing. Again, not looks. I'm talking about personality here. I wasn't all that into sometimes this version of Mary Jane, but she had a good reason. I mean, this Peter did smack her, and then this Peter also cheated on her. So it was kind of crazy. She even left her husband. So you know what? Maybe she's not all that bad. She is a kind of a trooper there, but I'm just going to unalive this Mary Jane. Sorry. Now this one's hard, bro. We got to kiss and marry here. I think I'm kissing Betty. I'm going with her. And I'm gonna marry Bryce Dallas Howard's Gwen Stacy. All right. Only thing you need to know. Bryce Dallas Howard is so good. They had to Photoshop her in the poster. The world was not ready for this Gwen Stacy. That's all you needed to know for me, Chad. That's all you needed to know from me, chat. Let's continue on. All right. I feel like Harvey Dent show is more likely. That's probably true. A Harvey Dent show is probably more likely if they introduce him. But I also feel like it's just time to go back to characters we haven't seen in a while, which I think a lot of fans is why we were like begging for a Mr. Freeze, because it's been so long, and the last Mr. Freeze we got, no offense to Arnold, was a little cheesy. I'd love to see a serious, scary Mr. Freeze, and Harvey was already done great in the Christopher Nolan movies. It's like, why would we go to him again, you know? But yeah, it is likely. I'm hyped for Mufasa the Lion King as it's part of my favorite movie and franchise, Lion King. I am allowed to like both Sonic and Mufasa. I respect you, Elliot, and I agree. I hope Mufasa's great. I think it actually does look pretty good, so we'll see. What's your thoughts on the Mufasa the Lion King trailer? I liked it. I like everything that they're showing. The story actually seems interesting. I'm hoping it keeps my attention all the way through, but hey, if I had to pick one, I'm seeing Sonic 3. Hey, Chris, just want to say hello. Won't be able to watch tonight. Oh, man, in the hospital. Also love your videos. Keep up the good work. Well, I hope you recover from whatever's happening, man. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you so much. All right. If there is ever a popcorn bucket documentary, you have to be interviewed and mentioned alongside the Danussi, Wolvussi, and Venussi. Then put on the helmet. Oh, I'm putting it on while taking all three of those popcorn buckets. Man, I'm already starting to see the downward slope and love of popcorn buckets. I used to talk about them online and people would go crazy. Now I talk about them, it's just not there. People gotten over it. And I'm like, well, I'm going to continue this popcorn bucket love. Dune 3 better come out with a cool popcorn bucket, man. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, one day. Give me your top 10 Marvel/shows. Also, should I watch Secret Invasion? I feel like I'm behind on Marvel shows. Love you, Zaddy. Oh, thank you so much. Honestly, I would tell you not to watch Secret Invasion. That's one of those shows where I'm like, go look up new rock stars, heavy spoilers, somebody who does a good summary, and watch that instead, because Secret Invasion started out strong and promising, and it ended up so disappointing, and just one of the best examples of why I think Disney Marvel Plus shows or Disney MCU shows are just not as great as I hope they would be. But the top 10 Marvel movies and shows, I'll give you my 5 personal favorites. Like, my personal favorite movie, I think, is always going to be the first Avenger, Captain America. I like that first Captain America movie so much. That's like the one I could endlessly rewatch. I know there's better movies out there in the MCU, but I mean, that's one of them. The first Iron Man movie. I like Age of Ultron. I was about to say the first Avenger, but I really like Age of Ultron. I thought that just does a good job there, and it was so much fun. And I never forget the hype to see the Hulkbuster and what they got there. Black Panther, the first one there. And you would think I would add, I mean, I guess since it's MCU, I would add No Way Home. Now, if we're talking shows, so I gave you 5 movies. WandaVision, Loki. Those are the ones right now. Oh, and I think that's where I would stop. I mean, the Wolf, what was it? The the Man Wolf series. I completely am blanking out on the names, but the special presentation Wolf show, I was like, that was pretty good. I didn't hate Hawkeye. I don't know if I'd say it's top though. That's just like Werewolf by Night. Thank you. But like, that's really it. I like the other two. I don't know. Some people are saying Moon Knight and all that. Those are just the only ones that caught my attention as far as loving. But we'll see. I don't care. Fantastic Four is the best Marvel movie of all time. No one will ever compare to Jessica Alba, Sue Storm. If you know, you know. Have an awesome weekend, 3. See, well, you have an awesome weekend too, Ricky. Oh, I love Jessica Alba growing up. I thought she was fantastic. Say that again. In that Fantastic Four movie. I mean, those movies are so good. I can't believe they were hated on at the time, or they got low reviews, because I haven't watched them in a long time, and I do plan to rewatch them for when the new Fantastic Four movie comes out. But I dug those movies, man. I thought they were fun and cool, and Sue Storm was awesome in those films. Jessica Alba was great. Sucks she didn't make a cameo in Deadpool and Wolverine. As a person who is loving what they're doing with Mufasa, I really hope that it does better than the $66 million. I'm so anxious for the box office. We'll see. It's crazy how much difference it's making, with the original being 191 million and now this one 66 million. That's a downward slope. But if the movie's good, it'll have legs. People will watch it, check it out, and it'll make some money back. I just don't think it's hitting that billion again. I just really don't think so. 3C lore on the first time you gave Hawk 2. All right, chat. This is where we try to meme this. So you see the question, you see that? Okay. We're gonna move on like we pretend that question just didn't happen. Appreciate the $2 though. Chris, we know you and your editor try your best to put videos out for us. I just wanted to say thank you. Truly cheering me up with the creative content. Thank you for everything. You're the best. Man, you don't know how nice that is to hear. There are times where my motivation is down, not going to lie. After spooky season, my motivation went down a little bit. I'm trying to recover it and get back into doing some crazy videos, but also it's just been slow going. Not a lot of stuff's been going on. That's why I was like pouring into maybe that Sonic convention video, but even then I'm like, man, I need something. The creative juices are flowing. Somebody release a red burger or something, buddy. But thank you. Hearing that actually does make me feel better. Would you consider bringing back the reading positive reviews to movies you hate series? I definitely am considering it. I see the love for it. Maybe it is time. Maybe it is time. Hey, Chris, I'm sorry for bugging you about this question every week, but have you gone to check out a Batman Broken Promise animated video? Okay, so let me see here. Batman. All the super chats you sent in, buddy. I got to do it. Batman Broken Promise. It's fan made, you said? Oh, it's 15 minutes, though. Dang. Okay, I was about to react to it now live. All right, I have the tab open here on the side. Once I'm done with it, I'm just hitting play. I have it here now. There's no more excuses. If I didn't see it by next week, when you send in a super chat or anything, I'm cash apping you back all the super chat money. I gotta stay true to my word for my fans. Thank you. Scary Movie 6, Scream 7. I mean, I just want to know, dude. I cannot wait till they start marketing Scary Movie 6, because we're just going to know from the posters and idea of the trailer what movies they're going to make fun of. Oh, it's going to be a geeky, good, fun time. Have you seen Ninjago yet? I can't. The amount of people telling me to watch Ninjago after we talked about that Lego movie, I think is a little insane. I have not yet. And I don't know if I will. I think, like I said, I think I'm just going to watch a YouTuber who summarizes the craziness of Ninjago, and I'll invest my time there. If I had a little kid, I probably would be watching it with him. Any news on Scream 7? We talked about it at the top of the video. I'll have a timestamp later on if you want to come back to the video to see where we talked about it. But looking like production is not going as well as they thought, and they keep pushing filming date. I'm like, is this movie going to happen? So much delays, so much pushing back. Is it worth it? Check the Reddit. Oh, Lord. What have we done now? Checking the Reddit. Let's see what we got. Y'all are quick. 3C is going to give Hawk 2. Y'all are so quick with that 3C lore on the first time you gave Hawk 2. If you follow me on Twitter or something, next time some crazy news pops up, I need you to just post about this, especially if it's about the Hawk 2 girl. We're like, because you know it's inevitable. One of these days, we're going to get a discussing film tweet that says Hawk 2 to make a reality show. This is where you use this reaction image. R.I.P. Tony Todd, man. We were just talking about that earlier. Oh, what? Looney Tunes is going to have a popcorn bucket? Don't play with me. I hope that's real. Yes, I got to buy the Gladiator popcorn bucket. It's going to be released in theaters the weekend the movie comes out, and that's when I'll talk about it. The Blob. I like the Blob from X-Men. What you think Chris is smelling in this picture? Why you guys got to do me like that? It's just one pose. You'd never see this 3C make those faces. What the heck? Oh, I think it's time to delete the Reddit. We have given up on the Reddit. They think I'm hiding in the shadows, but I am the shadows. So there's 2 photos? Why are there 2 photos? Oh, man. Dude, I see this photo like twice a month. Everybody always thinks this is me, and I cannot blame them. I do see the resemblance. I'm not crazy. I'm not dumb. I see a little bit of the resemblance, but this is not me. I feel like I need to just recreate this photo. That way you guys can actually use it. Maybe that's the next thing I'll do is I'll just recreate this photo. That way you guys can have it. But this is not me, chat. I promise. There we go. We're caught up. So, yeah, enjoy the 3C Reddit because it's going bye-bye. Oh, jeez. Okay. Scream 5 was my first one, so I didn't know it was rehashing the original. Also, you probably loved it. And you know what? I don't blame you. There's nothing wrong with that. I've said it before. I watched Scary Movie 1 before I ever saw the first Scream movie. So I did not even know they were making fun of Scream. I knew they were making fun of other horror movies. I noticed things where I was like, hey, that happened in that movie. I was pretty young when I saw the first Scary Movie, so I didn't realize it was purposely copying other things. I was just like, they did that in that other movie. That's weird. Okay. So yeah, so I kind of knew the twist a little bit already because of that, but yeah, hey, that's all right, man. What if Stu a killer in Scary Movie 6? Now that would be crazy, but a little too inside baseball. I don't think they'd do that. Thank you for keeping the energy, vibes, attitude all positive and funny. These past days have not been great, but not laughing, smiling, or anything. But you and this community always cheer me up. Oh, I appreciate you. I'm hoping this could always be a space for you guys to enjoy, have fun, talk about movies, make crazy edits of me. That's what we do around here. Hope you've been great, Chris. I've been watching Cody Leach, and you guys should do a movie brawl. The matchup should be Child's Play 2 and Bride of Chucky. Which one is superior? I'd be down if Cody's down. But where's our Wade Whipple popcorn bucket? I need the Wade Whipple Flames of Disaster popcorn bucket. It would be good. Any 3C lore about your first popcorn bucket? I think I have it downstairs. But the first popcorn bucket, and the thing that literally started the whole trend for me is, and I wasn't even planning to. It was not, because back then, we should know, popcorn buckets have been around for years. They have always been happening, but it wasn't until Dune 2 and your boy making videos about popcorn buckets. I'm going to say it. There's tons. You go to my TikTok, a lot of my popcorn bucket videos, millions of views. I'm responsible for a little bit of that hype, okay? I'm going to take that credit. But one of the first ones was the Batman popcorn bucket. I remember going to see the Batman, and I was waiting in line, and then I saw that AMC had it there, and I was like, whoa, okay. Yeah, can I get one of those popcorn buckets? And I'm like, yo, this is kind of cool, and I get popcorn and all that, and it started there. October 31st. The popcorn is filled with butter, but the popcorn is not what I need. The butter can stay, because I'm going in with a vengeance. Something in the way. There you go. Hope you enjoyed. Any news on Spider-Man 4? Nothing yet, buddy. I wish any day now. For all I doubt it. It's Disney. I was about to say Kevin Feige tomorrow at D23 could maybe reveal something, but Sony would have to be the ones to reveal it, and I don't think they're gonna tell us anytime soon. Maybe for Christmas. I feel Sony might do that as a Christmas gift. Here is the title for Spider-Man 4. Enjoy. All right. Hey, Chris. Any 3C lore? Oh, dude. Stop you right there. I hate the dentist, okay? Last time I went, okay, I have a little bit of lore. So, your boy's got a sweet tooth, all right? It's undeniable. Your proof is right here. I snacked on some M&Ms earlier today. You don't hear no M&Ms because they gone. All right? Don't do anything with that. So as a kid, no different. So naturally, a lot of cavities, and I think from I don't know since I was like 17 to maybe the age of 24, not a single dentist visit. But a couple years ago, I finally needed to go because when I would drink sweet things or eat candy, teeth would start to hurt pretty bad, like unbearable. And I just ignored it and put it off just because I just don't like the dentist. It's nothing to do with the money, the spending, or the time it takes. I just don't like that drill, that little. I hate the feeling of that vibration on my teeth. I get so anxious and nervous. I don't like it. I hate everything about going to the dentist. But the pain was getting unbearable. And sure enough, because the way I have my treats and all that, I had like freaking 7, 9 cavities. And the dentist was like, we need to get these fixed. Because if you keep ignoring them, they're going to get to the point that we then just need to replace the tooth and do a root canal. And that's a whole thing. And I did need to do one root canal. And after having one root canal, I do not want more root canals. I was in that chair for 5 hours where they were, oh, dude, it was awful. If you don't know what a root canal is, you don't want one. But, so I did it. I scheduled it for a week and I was like, all right, the dentist said, it's like, we could just do a cavity a day because they take a couple hours to do. And so as happened, so Monday, I go in to do the first couple cavities, takes like 4 or 5 hours. And every time they're doing this, because they have to drill and then, put a little hole in your tooth and they fill it up and stuff, they're injecting you with this like anesthesia. So it numbs you and you don't feel it. So I was doing that 4 days in a row, getting all my cavities filled in, nonstop anesthesia. On the 5th day, where I still needed to go in and do my final 2 or 3 cavities, I had a reaction. My body was shaking. I was profusely sweating. I guess it was too much anesthesia, and I was like, I'm not going back because this feeling is not good. So your boy still has like 2 more cavities he needs to do, and I do not want to go back because I just hate it. I don't like it. Ugh. Okay. No, bro, you're scaring me. I'm getting 2 root canals on the 11th. Oh, it's okay. It's not that bad. I don't want to say. It's nothing like getting your wisdom teeth taken out, which another thing, I have all 4. I have all 4 of my wisdom teeth. Not helping with the wisdom, I'll tell you that. Don't got any of it. But the dentist I went to said it's not any sort of medical emergency to get them out unless it starts hurting me. And so until these wisdom teeth are a problem, they're staying. All right. I don't care if it'll give me a nice jawline. I do not want my wisdom teeth removed. But a root canal, it just kind of sucked. It was a little painful. I was in that chair for a long time. I don't know how you're getting 2 done in one day. I was in there for a long time. How you at 8 wisdom teeth? Whoa. That's crazy. Bro, I got a dentist appointment tomorrow and I eat a lot of sweets. Yeah. Good luck, my friends. But I need to go back. It is important because I do and I hate it because this TikTok algorithm, it knows me, man. I'll speak something into existence, and then when I go to TikTok, it'll feed me a video. So you guys have known for the longest time, I have an energy drink addiction, and I need to stop. This isn't even a joke. This isn't me being funny. I had a G Fuel sponsorship, and I could still do the G Fuel sponsorship, but I stopped because I need to stop with the energy drinks because randomly sometimes my chest will start hurting. I'll feel my heart bruised up. But I'm so addicted to them, I can't stop. And one day I'm going to end up having a little attack or something and needing a monitor. And I'll get those TikToks of people that are like, stop with the energy drinks. I went to the doctor. I had this, I had that. It's not worth it. And I am. And so same thing with the dentist things. Is I know I need to go back. I got to make those appointments and whatnot. And then I'll get TikToks of cavities you just ignore and let ride out. And so the infection will then spread so much. And since your teeth are so closely connected to your brain, there are chances if you just let your teeth rot away or whatever, that infection spreads to your brain and you could die. That's a real thing you could look up. And I've seen those TikToks and I'm like, I guess I gotta go. I don't mean to scare the people. I don't know why I'm saying all this, but whoever is managing my TikTok algorithm, you're scaring me to death and it's working. Kinda. There you go. So it said, Chris, please stop. My friend's dad passed away from those. Stop. Oh, man. See, like, I really do need to. They got me. No, I need to. I did go like on a good month streak, and then I had one and I kept going. But I need to stop, man. I need to stop. So let's continue on. Let's see here. What was I? Oh, geez, I've lost my place big time on this. All right, let me see if I can find it. I just read that Hawk 2 question again. All right, there we go. 3C Lauren does disappointments. We went to it. All right. Should have been a popcorn bucket for Shadow's bike. Dude, Shadow's bike as a popcorn bucket would have been awesome. Don't know how you would have gotten the popcorn kind of in there since bikes are skinny. Hey, but maybe they could have found a way, right? It's Sonucci. I like that profile pic, Gib Thanos. What did you want to be when you grew up? Oh, I went through a lot. I always wanted to be famous, no matter what. And a lot of that was because of Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey was my first big inspiration growing up, whether it was like Dumb and Dumber, The Mask, Ace Ventura. I remember as soon as I saw my first Jim Carrey movie, I was like, I want to be that. I want to do what Jim Carrey does. I want to be a funny actor. I want to be a funny guy. I ain't nowhere near Jim Carrey, but I'd be funny now and then. I'd be funny now and then. I was the class clown, I remember all that stuff. And so it was always something in the entertainment. I just wanted to entertain. So I got to do that. But I never been through the phases of other things. I'm trying to think of like a realistic job. But that was like when I was much older. I was like, I guess I'll do marketing. I'll get into marketing. But that's about it. 3C lore about a family vacation or road trip. Yeah, I just gave some 3C lore about this earlier, talking about watching the Rocky movies on our way to Florida. If I have another one I can think of, I'll bring it up. Hi, Chris. As a Latino Chad, have you been to a movie theater in Mexico or any other country? How does it compare? They got jalapenos to put on your popcorn. That's what blew my mind. Honestly, it's very similar. Yeah, I've been to the movie theaters in Mexico a couple of times. Extremely similar, except the movie will be in Spanish. Or, if not, it'll be in English with Spanish subtitles, depending if they did a dub or sub for it. But it's honestly very similar. It's not that much different from where I went. Yeah, it's the only big thing I noticed is like they got a jalapeno station right there to put jalapenos on there. And I think some places still do that here. 3C biopic win. Tom Holland. You guys think Tom Holland could play me? That's so nice. I do look like Tom Holland if you squint your eyes and turn around. All right. Did you saw Nosferatu popcorn bucket? Yeah, we talked about it earlier in the stream. It looks cool. The coffin. I think it's awesome. I can't wait. I'm so glad movies like that actually are getting popcorn buckets. Have you seen the Creature Commandos trailer? I did see the Creatures Commando trailer. I wish I was more excited for the show. It really does feel just Suicide Squad-esque. That's James Gunn's wheelhouse. I'm hoping it's good, but we'll see. Any news on the new Saw movie? Man, last we heard is that they're still kind of arguing on what the premise of the movie should be in that script. It's dated for next year. Hopefully it gets made. I want this Saw film, man. They're actually making good Saw movies again. Sonic Boy sends in some support. Thank you so much. We have here, the angry shadow face was from the old Sonic comics, and a fan took that, added on movie Shadow. Oh, well, good to know. Appreciate that. Have you ever been to MegaCon Orlando? I went last year, going again in 2025. Would you come? I did go, was it like 2 years ago? 2, maybe 3? That's where I got to meet John Flickinger for the first time. I was there with Sean Chandler, Cody. It was a good, fun time. I don't know if I'd go back, but maybe. Someone big has to be there for me to go, Sydney Sweeney on Twitter gave us PTSD when searching on Twitter's live stream. I watched that mistake live, which thank you, man. And that video got demonetized for it, man. I said I can never search Sydney Sweeney again. Transformers 1 does get a sequel, what would you want it to be about? I mean, just continuing, starting up that build. Fast forward in time a little bit, have Cybertron then start growing a faction. You have some people who believe in Megatron, some in Optimus, more classic Transformers. That's the kind of stuff I'd like to see. The Batman Batman show up in the last episode of The Penguin. I really hope so, but they've said he's not showing up, so I'm not gonna get my hopes up. But that is starting to be one of my only. I've had only a couple complaints about The Penguin. Overall, the show is great, fantastic. But one of my few complaints I have is there for a Batman movie where they were really talking about Batman is the fear in Gotham. Criminals are scared of him. A lot of stuff's been going down where I'm like, Batman needs to show up, man. But who knows? Shrek is the most woke movie of all time. I agree. Pinocchio was wearing ladies' underwear. Not going to see that in a Pixar movie, will you? Have you read last year's Predator and Wolverine comic or this year's Alien and Avengers comic? No, I haven't. That is pretty cool. I'm kind of more interested to read just like their solo runs, those solo Predator comics and the solo Alien ones. But that's kind of cool that they got that going on. Moff React sends in some support. Thank you so much, my friend. Salt sends in the super sticker. Thank you. Sony Popcorn Bucket. Shadow says Latinas in Sonic Prime. Oh, does he? That's where it comes from? Interesting. Okay. I didn't know that. Thank you. Now that they introduced Wiccan, do you think he'll be part of the X-Men team or Young Avengers? I guess Young Avengers would make more sense, but honestly, Marvel is taking forever with this Young Avenger movie. By the time they get to it, ain't gonna be no Young Avengers. Gonna be the Unk Avengers. They all gonna be much older. They ain't gonna be that young. Have you ever saw a show called El Chavo del Ocho? Of course, I've seen El Chavo del Ocho. It's one of the most classic Hispanic shows that's always running in Hispanic households. That, La Familia Peluche, El Chapulín Colorado, Teresa. I don't know. I'm trying to think of what other ones. Rebelde, Rosa de Guadalupe. I could go on. I'm not going to read it, but I'm happy I could be there for you in your special moment. I hope I was virtually holding out your hand in that time. Happy for you, my friend. Happy for you. Final episode of The Penguin. What's your guess? Penguin gonna win. He has to win, right? Like the Penguin, that's the whole point of the show, right? And it's because they Sophia Falcone. I was iffy on when they first introduced her, but they've done so much to build up her character. I am on Sophia's side now, and I kind of want her to win, but it's a Penguin show, and he's got to be set up as a character and a big boss for the Batman Part 2, so he's just gonna win. And the best way to solidify him as a full villain, because he is a villain, and he does terrible things in the Penguin, but there are those slivers of good moments where you're like, Oz deep down does have a little heart, does have a caring side, and getting rid of Vic, getting rid of his mama will kill that soft side of Penguin. So that's kind of my predictions. I'm thinking that's what's going to happen. Have you seen How to Train Your Dragon? LA News. Yes, I did see that they're saying that the trailer could be coming out any day now. I also saw someone else, a reliable source, saying that the dragon designs are going to be extremely similar to the animated movie. Good to know. But yeah, I can't wait to see what that actually looks like. Top 5 Dragon Ball characters and why. Go. Okay. Favorite one? Gohan of all time. I've always liked Gohan. I like the fact that, some people hate it, but I've grown to like it. Just the amount of potential he has, but at the end of the day, he doesn't have that evil, not that evil, but that need to want to fight and be superior like, Vegeta and Goku, where he's just like, I can be stronger, but I choose to study. Plus, he's got a great wife and a cool kid. So Gohan. Obviously, Goku. Don't even need to say why. Goku's just awesome in every way. Another one, I like Krillin, dude. I think Krillin is underrated. I'm glad Yamcha's out there, because if not, Krillin would be made fun of so much more. But I like whenever they can still include Krillin. Also because I did watch Dragon Ball, not Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball. So I liked that friendship, the earliness when Krillin was like a dick to Goku in the beginning and they became friends. Just how much he's gone through. And again, he's got a great wife. Android 18. I'm I'm trying to think of like other cool characters I really like. There's like so many, but I'm like trying to just stick it to the couple ones. Vegeta is growing on me more and more just because of like how he just never gets his way. He's always underplayed. I need that. Oh, and the new version of Broly. The new one, for the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie, the way they canonized him, I like that version of Broly much more than what they've done before. There you go. Diddy should have played the Joker instead of Joaquin Phoenix. Okay. One of my problems with The Boys is Firecracker. Despite her being a child pred, the fandom loves her. The writers also her frequent W's. It's insanity. A pred is still a pred. Man, isn't that insane, right? That's so unrealistic. A pred would not be loved by society, right? Definitely wouldn't become president. Oh, let's go on. Any updates on Kick Butt? Oh, man, I wish. They're saying they're going to reboot the universe, but we have not gotten an update. Matthew Vaughn is saying he's working on it. I want to, man. That original Kick Butt Chaos is one of my favorite movies growing up. It was one of my first R-rated movies I snuck into without my parents. I remember it was on a date, and I just loved that movie, man. I remember seeing it in the theater going, whoa, this thing is epic. Rip Tony Todd. R.I.P., man. I can't believe that happened live. I still feel so awkward just continuing on the stream when something like that happened, man. R.I.P. Tony Todd. You know, during Halloween, they were playing the Final Destination movies on AMC. I was watching them, and anytime Tony Todd came on, I was like, this dude is so cool. And now look, man. Papa Chris, how you been? I'm almost a 2,000 subscriber. Which 2025 Scott Derrickson movie you excited for? The Gorge or Black Phone 2? I'm definitely excited for Black Phone 2. I have not looked up many details on The Gorge, so let me look that up right now. Is that his movie coming up? Oh, dang. I don't have the share screen. Let me pull that up. All right, The Gorge. I've never seen that. The Gorge. Oh, what the heck? There's a trailer for it. I have not seen the... Have I not watched this? Miles Teller? But it's an Apple TV movie? Aw. Well, I'm just going Black Phone 2. I gotta look this up later. But I do like Miles Teller. I've met him. I have a photo with Miles Teller. Have I shown it off before? Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. Old photo, too. I was... you guys... Maybe I shouldn't show it because it was back when 3C actually had a jawline. Back when 3C actually had some spunk in him. Let me see. Where is... Oh, there it is. I found it. Okay. Ready? This is me and my best friend, Miles Teller. Right there. Now, he's 9 feet tall. You know I'm 7 feet tall. That's been proven. It's canonized in the 3C lore. So don't let our height difference change you. I remember meeting him. He was such a nice guy. I was so stupid and cheesy when I met him. You want to know what I said when I met him? It embarrasses me that this is what I said. Because you know me, I'm trying to be the funny guy. I'm trying to have like a cool interaction. Well, actually, I think I recorded it. Did I record it? I think I did. I did record it. Oh my God. I have proof. Oh, dude. Okay. This is so embarrassing, chat. Please. You know what? Let me pull it up on the computer. That way we can have it. And then you guys can make fun of me because this is going to be an all-timer, chat. This is going to be one where you're going to bring up, you're going to haunt me with this, the cringeness of it. And I do this out of love for you guys. So let me pull up the video. It's happening here. Oh, come on. How do I... Okay, let me see if I can open it up in the window. I can't believe I have this recorded, man. This is so crazy. This is not going to go well for me. Okay. I can't wait to see the reactions to this. All right, share screen. The new... Oh, come on. How is it not letting me? Where can I open it up that it'll show me? Hang on, chat. I'm trying to figure this out. Share link, The Gorge movie. Oh, come on, chat. I'm overhyping this thing now. Now you guys are going to be like, it's not even that funny, Chris. It's not even that. Come on, there's got to be a way. I used to be able to just open it through... Give me 2 seconds, chat. Okay, give me 2 seconds. Maybe not 2 seconds, a little bit more. I got this. I got this. It just beats downloading. Okay, so let me quickly upload it. I'll upload it as a YouTube video. I'll private it, but I'll play it right here. That way we can have at least that figured out. Okay, so I'm quickly uploading it onto the Clips channel. That'll be the thing. Let me just go through the whole process. 1 second, guys. 1 second. I'm overhyping this thing, but once you see it, you're going to know why. You're going to know why I did this. Okay, almost done, almost done. It says 9 minutes. What the heck? Why is it saying that long to upload? Oh, no, there we go. It's done. Okay, y'all ready? It's time. It's time. Gonna pull it up here. And it's, just remember, I do this out of love for you guys, okay? So, setting the scene again. I just want to be the funny guy. I want to make people laugh. I want to have a good time. I forget for what movie it was for. It was this was like back in the year 2018, 19. He came to Dallas to promote this army movie he was in where he plays a soldier that has PTSD. It was actually a pretty good movie. And that he graciously, after the movie, he decided to stay and like meet everyone, like literally everyone in that theater. He let them meet him, take a photo. And well, this is how I decided to interact with him. So let me scoot up to where I got to meet him. His wife was there too. Okay, there I am. Oh my God. I changed my mind, Chad. I don't want to show it. All right. What the heck? Where is it? Let me. Sorry, I just want to make sure that it'll actually have sound because I don't want to do that again. All right, there we go. Enough playing around. Here we go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
All you guys are together?
Yes. Got here until you showed up.
Oh, stop that.
One
It's all
of the-
subjective.
Yeah, it's all subjective.
That's right.
All right, I don't know if you heard it, but the embarrassing thing I said, I was trying to be funny. So maybe like listen clearly and you can pause it and all that. I went up to him, I patted his back, and I said, I was the most handsome guy in here until you showed up. And he was not that amused with the comment. You could see his reaction. You could see him be like, yeah, that's funny guy. Come on, let's just take the photo. Fake laugh, exactly. The fake laugh. So go ahead. Here it is again. Now you know what I said. I was the most handsome guy until you showed up. That's what I decided to say to Miles Teller. And here we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All you guys are together?
Yes. Got here until you showed up.
Oh, stop that.
One
It's all subjective.
He doesn't even laugh.
Yeah, you're the one for you in a heartbeat. Two girls. So.
Oh man.
Thanks a lot, Miles.
Yeah,
Love
for
your
sure.
win.
Thanks, man. Thank you.
Thanks.
Hi, thank you.
Yeah, it's all subjective.
That's right.
Oh man, that was one of my. Those are one of those moments where I go to bed and I think about that and I cringe and I go, oh, dude, why did I do that? He did compliment me though. I forgot about that. He says it here. He said, oh yeah, you're here with two girls because I had my lady and her friend there. So I was there with two ladies. Miles Teller knows Riz when he sees it, but again, he does not laugh at the joke I tell him. I was even so cocky, I smack him in the arm. Do you see that? I'm so cocky, I smack the boy in the arm.
Yeah.
Okay. All you guys are together?
Yes. Got here until you showed up.
Oh, stop that.
One
It's all
of the-
subjective.
Yeah, it's all subjective.
That's right.
My
Yeah,
girlfriend
you're
would
the one
leave me
who
for you in a
rolled up
heartbeat.
with two girls. So.
So there we go. That was me meeting Miles Teller. It eats away at me. I think about it day and night. Miles, if you're out there, I appreciate you fake laughing, or not even fake laughing. He goes, stop it. Yeah, it was pretty bad, chat. So there you go. That was my interaction with meeting Miles Teller. Don't ever tell anybody about that. All right, let's move on now. See what else we got going on. P. Tony Ton, I said this. Papa Chris. Is this the right one? Oh yeah, we talked about this one already. Thank you so much. He said, who's making more money, Sonic 3 or Mufasa? I'm thinking it's gonna be Sonic 3. At the end of the day, Sonic 3 will probably end up making more money. I hope so. Well, or at least I think so. But we'll see. How could you watch? Hey, could you watch my Marvel fan film when it's done? If it's good, I'll check it out, buddy. I'll check it out. I don't talk about many fan films on the channel though, so don't be placing your bets there. But if it's out this wall amazing, maybe. Did you used to play Mega Man? I played a little bit of Mega Man. Wasn't that much into it, but yeah, I've played some Mega Man before. Are you looking forward to What If Season 3? You could write your own What If episode. What would it be? If I could write my own What If episode, the only one I could think about, I always like the idea, someone pointed out, where it's like, what if the other half got snapped? So like, you know how Infinity War, we had half the Avengers that were still there? What if it was flipped? The ones that stayed got snapped and the other ones were the ones. I've always liked that idea and I would have liked to have seen that. And plus you get a lot of other Avengers involved. I think that would have been cool. So Lala sends in here saying, have you heard about the $400 Batman Arkham Asylum Lego set for summer 2025? Should be good. Oh, well, I got to take a look at this. What does that look like? Batman? Is it going to be of the actual prison? Lego set? Is this it? What is it? It can't be that one. That does not scream $400. Let me see if there's a news article. Rumored potential Lego Batman Arkham. Oh, well, these are old ones though, right? Oh man, so is this what it's gonna look like? Dude, that thing would look sick. That'd be kind of cool, the Ghostbuster one. I still want to get this Batman animated series one. I haven't gotten it. Mainly because I bought the Mario Cube. I don't know if you guys remember the Mario Cube that came out. Really cool thing. But it was like what, $200-$300? I don't remember how much it was. I bought it, I made it, and I built it 70% with my lady, and then we stopped and never finished it. So ever since then, anytime I want a new Lego set like this, she goes, just like the Mario block we never finished. It eats away at me. It eats away at me, fam. But that's good to know. That's good to know. I like Legos, but I gotta admit, I don't know how some of you guys be making them, because they take a while to make, man. And so it's not all that fun. It's a little fun, but it's not all that fun. I said it. I said it. I absolutely adored the new trailer for Mufasa. It had everything I wanted in the trailer. As long-term fan, hope it does really well with the same for Sonic. Oh, I would hope. I also hope it does well. I did like the trailer too. 2026 is the Clash of the Titans of animated films. Yeah, that list of all those animated movies is crazy. Marry, Kiss, Kill, Spider-Man, Toby, Tom, Andrew. I think I've done this before. I'd unfortunately, I think, kill Tom, kiss Toby, and I'm marrying Andrew. Andrew just seems nice. Just wanted to ask if I'm allowed to. Yes, buddy. I mean, you can like both Sonic 3 and Mufasa. Nothing is stopping you here. I champion you. Did you ever watch the Wrong Turn franchise? Oh, dude, yes, I've seen all the Wrong Turn movies. I love them. They scared me when I was a kid. If so, which one did you enjoy more? I really like the one, I think it's Wrong Turn 3, where the bus full of prisoners are let loose, and then they're going around hunting. Because that's actually the one where you actually sympathize with the hillbilly. The hillbilly is usually the villain, but in that one, you feel bad for the hillbilly for what happens to him in that movie. So I like that one, but the first three, great. I love the first three Wrong Turn movies. First one was just really good. Second one, I thought it had an entertaining premise with the whole like reality show angle where it wasn't too cheesy. And the second movie is also one of the only Wrong Turn movies that has girl cannibals with some really, inappropriate scenes. But none of the other Wrong Turn movies have lady cannibals. It's always guy cannibals. So you're like, how you reproducing? But I even like the remake. I finally saw the reboot they came out with in like 2020 or 2019. And it's very different than all the Wrong Turn movies, but it actually sold me. I actually liked it. The only one I actually don't like that much is the one with the guy who plays Pinhead. I'm forgetting his name. What is his name? Chad, you guys are gonna have to help me out. What was the guy's name? But the guy who played Pinhead, he was in I think the 6th movie, and that movie was just not that great. It was a little all over the place, and it was Doug Bradley. Thank you guys, Doug Bradley. Yeah, not that good, not that good. But yeah, I do like the Wrong Turn series, and I'm still hoping they make more. Have you seen Ellis Mark's new Chucky retrospective? No, I see he did posted it, and I do like his content, so I do gotta watch it and see what his thoughts are, see if they align with mine. Or knowing him, sometimes he's a big contrarian, so he probably loves Cedar Chucky for all I know. But no, I like his content. I'll watch that video. How do you feel about the sad story of Isaiah Bradley? It is a sad story, and I remember there was back when they found Marvel did these legal somebody whenever they announced phase 5 and 6 and they told us that Avengers Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars is coming out, they revealed that much because fans online found out that Marvel had trademarked a couple of names for upcoming shows and movies, and one of them was a Disney Plus show about Isaiah Bradley. And I was like, I still hope they make that, and maybe after Captain America Brave New World where they more introduce him, they will do that. But I'd like that Isaiah Bradley, the first Captain America, the one that no one ever heard about. Yeah. Are you excited for Vision Quest? Who do you think is going to play Tommy? Do you think Billy and Agatha will come back? Yeah, I think they will. They're just a big fan base for anything connected to Wanda. I'm not that excited for Vision Quest, but the fact that Ultron is going to be in there could be cool. But there's been other shows where they promise characters coming back and they just don't end up living up to that hype. And so hope Ultron does. Hey, Chris, I have someone I am interested in, but scared to ask her out. I'm very antisocial, and I don't like my voice. Any advice? Red lights. Well, first thing, buddy, is she interested in you? Don't, because sometimes people be like, the worst they can say is no. The worst they can say is so much worse. They can break your heart. But no, I'm not trying to scare you, buddy. But hey, just try, man. Just try, and honestly, do it my way. Can't tell you how many days, because I was growing up in the social media era. The way I'd flirt with a girl, poking her on Facebook. She poked back. She won't dare do. You know it. I know it. We all know it. So, I don't know. Start liking her stories, like her Instagram things. Start it slow. I don't think it's that weird to start it online for a bit, because you feel more comfortable a little bit and you show your side. And then from there, let that snowball into an actual physical conversation. Talk to them there. Hopefully they don't turn out being one of those people that's very energetic, happy, excited online. And then when you meet them, they're all shy, because I've been through that too before, Chad, and it's not pleasant. You're like, you're so excited on the phone. Why aren't you like this in person? I don't know. So that'd be my thing, is start slow online through your socials. Snowball into a little topic. It doesn't have to be a straight random chat. She could post a story of going to the movies, and I think you like movies. You're like, oh, hey, I saw that. That was a really good movie. What did you think of it? And then there you go. Gives you an in to be in person, That's my advice. Update on Mortal Kombat. An update on regular show revival. The regular show thing is happening, but I don't think we've gotten anything. On Mortal Kombat, there was a report that came out that David Zaslav is going to be focusing on things like Batman, Mortal Kombat as big properties for video games. So there's going to be more Mortal Kombat games. As far as the movie goes, I don't think we're going to get any marketing until probably next year. But things are apparently going good with that movie, and I hope it's good. Hey, Chris, have you seen Creatures Commandos trailer? It's rated R and all up the timing DC movies, and shows what you're most excited for. No Batman. I've seen the Creatures Commander trailer, and I know it's rated R. I'm excited just to see a peek of the DC universe. There's a part of me that knows that show was in creation and being made before James Gunn knew he was taking over the universe. And now that he is taking over, he's just got to make it fit somehow, which is why he's like, yeah, it's connected, but Superman is the real start to my universe, So we'll see. What DC movies? The show I'm most excited for is the Lantern show, because I love the Green Lanterns and I just really want that to be good. But we'll see. Please follow up on the Outlast movie coming up. Yeah, I mean, I talked about it the last stream. Outlast is just a game I've never played, so I'm not that knowledgeable in, but I know a lot of people love it and it's got some good horror vibes, so hopefully it's good. Hopefully it's good. Do you think they will make Shadow just like they did for do you think they will make Shadow's show like they did for Sonic, or do you think Shadow will be on screen as much as Sonic? Oh, like how much? Oh, Shadow I think is going to have a lot of time. Not just because as much as like Sonic and when they're fighting, but there's going to be some flashback scenes to like really flesh out Shadow's backstory. So I think there's going to be plenty of Shadow. It's going to be disappointing if there's not. Please read my messages. It's about a biopic concept. Elsewood. Okay. I don't think I skipped any chat, but if you send something to me, I'll look into it. Thank you, buddy. Hey, Chris, you gonna play Sonic X Shadow Generations? Yes, when they come out with that DLC, that's the level from the Sonic 3 video game. I think that's when I'll play it. That could be fun. Tony Todd just passed away. R.I.P. Horror Legend. Yeah, we reacted to it live. It was really sad. Can't believe it, man. Can't believe it. Thanks for calming me down about Mufasa. I had a really bad anxiety about the box office. Hearing your reply on stream really helped me chill out. Oh, no problem, Elliot. I see you changed the profile pic, Elliot, live on stream. Whoa. That's a cool one. That's a cool one. Super Sticker. Oh, sends in some support. Thank you so much, Solid. Just got back from watching Heretic. Wow, was it good? Made me think of a lot too. Yeah, I think after this stream I have to film my Heretic review because I haven't had a chance to. I've been busy with other stuff. So yes, I saw that. I cannot wait to talk about that. You guys should book your tickets for Heretic this weekend. Tony Todd just unfortunately passed away. Yeah, it's really sad. We reacted to here on live, man. So weird just doing the stream after something like that happens. Enjoy your content. Quick question. Have you watched My Adventures of Superman? I've seen a couple of episodes, not a lot. I've seen way more of the Batman animated series, but the stuff I have seen from the Adventures of Superman, I enjoy. Or is that the new one? Sorry, maybe I'm thinking of. Is that the new one where Jack Quaid voices Superman? I did also see the first season of that, and I liked it. You just can't deny the movie theater experience. I feel like these popcorn buckets are the reason why movie theaters exist. Okay, fine. You too. Oh, thank you, Sam. I'm glad you're giving me my credit. But yeah, things like that are fun. And when you do have a collective fun experience with other people, it's just enjoyable. I like being in the theater with strangers when they're respectful. We clap, we laugh together, we enjoy a movie. We have a popcorn bucket. Good times, good times. Kill, Marry, Kiss, Shrek Edition. Dragon, Prince Charming, Gingy. Okay, that's a weird one. I think I'm killing Prince Charming. Just not a fan. It's a bit of an ego head, if I'm being honest. Gingy, I'm kissing. I'm taking that dragon. Alright. A donkey with that dragon? There's something there. Them lash scenes? You're a girl dragon. I'm going to hear him out. A glowing Master Emerald. Oh, dude, that would have been awesome. Just the Master Emerald right there as a popcorn bucket. Ooh, that would have been cool. Like, it could have been Knuckles' hands holding it, too. You know, with have his knuckles on it and all that kind of stuff. Oh, that would have been a great popcorn bucket. Okay, what do you think? When do you think we will get the Jurassic World Rebirth first trailer? Ooh, probably not till summer. Oh, it is coming out next year. Never mind. Probably February then. It's not March for sure. I was about to say in the summer, but I'm like, that's when the movie's releasing. I forgot. So probably February. There's a chance Sonic 3 will long live the king to Mufasa opening weekend. Mufasa might overall make more in total, but in the end, it's a coin toss. Yeah, it is. It's going to be an interesting run to see which movie ends up being the big winner. But I'm leaning towards Sonic 3, but I'm not going to be surprised if Mufasa pulls through if that movie is good. If Mufasa is not good, Sonic is going in for the win. Tony Todd died. So sad. R.I.P. I agree. It's very sad. R.I.P. Tony Todd. From what I can gather, Shadow loving Latinas is a meme based on a fan animation of Shadow being enamored by Latina women. He just like me for real. Yo 3C, I always watch your videos for upcoming movies. I like Venom 3, but I like the goofy style, unlike most. Also, I want to ask your thoughts on the ending. I mean, it's fine. You like the goofy style. There's a lot of movies I enjoy the goofy style. I just feel like there's so much potential for Venom in a not goofy way, you know, right? But as far as the ending, I mean, I'm just glad it's kind of over. It was a little cute and sentimental, you know, showing the flashback. Here's to the ones that we lost. Here's to the ones that we got. Staring at the Statue of Liberty. I don't think Noel's coming back. I like Venom 3 just came and went, and nobody's ever talking about, freaking that movie anymore. Did you see Ice Age 6 news? Yeah, we talked about it earlier in the stream. Just crazy that it's actually happening. Chris, if you can see a movie for the first time in theaters with a blind audience, what would it be? Back to the Future, the first Spider-Man movie, probably Scream. Like I would love to have hear those audience reactions the first time with Scream, and Infinity War again was just awesome. Probably No Way Home. Just a lot of those. A lot of where the audience reaction is big, Are you looking for mods? I try to be here every stream, and I would love to help out. Oh, thank you, Eric. I will keep an eye. I think I have a good amount of mods, but dang, your message just went away. But if I see you again in the chat, Eric, I might just do so. You look like the guy from Megamind. Oh, I get this a lot. I know I look like the guy from Megamind. I mean, when I pull up his photo, I look just like him. And guys, I mean, I appreciate the compliment. I appreciate the love. I know that's how you guys perceive me, but come on now. Just I respect it. I love it. I even got that chin and jawline. Yes, very much like the guy from Megamind. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. Okay. So the chat instantly. Nah, you look like Titan. Thanks. Does 3C have any tattoos? If not, what you would get? I've always wanted a Spider-Man tattoo, probably of the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man symbol, but I'm also scared. If not, I would get a rose. My mom has a rose tattoo. My brother got a rose tattoo, so I think I would get one too, just to like have that little connection. I also like roses. I think roses are cool. But other than that, no, I don't have much of a interest. I'm kind of scared. For the tattooies. Rest in peace, Tony Todd. R.I.P. Tony. R.I.P. R.I.P.'s in the chat. Chosen One. Thank you so much for the support. The Creature Commandos in the prologue of the DCU. Yeah. We'll see, though. A lot of craziness looks like it's going to be happening. Like, they are introducing Clayface and all this stuff, so a lot of stuff's happening in DCU. We need a Child's Play 2019 sequel. Chucky Ranky. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of time if I do that Chucky Ranking, but a sequel, it needed to happen, man. I can't believe it didn't happen. I need to message Tyler Burton Smith and ask him, what was you going to do with the sequel, buddy? Let me know. Arcane Season 2 is coming out. You watching? Did you watch the League of Legend lore is being changed? The show is the main canon lore. Also, I work with her, training in her store, but leaving next Thursday. Oh, wow, that's awesome. Okay, that's for your work lady, right? Okay. Then you gotta do it before you leave, buddy. You gotta do it before you leave. But Arcane, yeah, I still gotta watch season 1 though. But I hear great things, so I do want to check it out. Did you vote? Who and did you go for? I did vote. I did go vote. And, we've dealt enough with politics, but I think it's very obvious who I voted for. I mean, if you watch my channel and you know who I am as a person, I think you obviously know who I voted for. And if you don't, I believe in people's rights. I believe in women's rights, and I'm against hatred. And so there's that. But in the end, I will say I love this country. I love the US, and I hope we could just be together. I'm just tired of the hate. That's all. Like, I'm just tired of the hate, and that's what I want most to go away from everything. That's the thing that pisses me off the most, especially in the movie community. It's so infiltrated and nasty and so divided. I'm tired of that. Like, I just want to be friendly. I just want to talk and enjoy and not worry about other people who enjoy stuff. That's mainly my thing there. So sorry. Been a long week. But hopefully that answers your question, buddy. Hey, Chris, this is my favorite super chat. And do you listen to Post Malone and thought of him appearing in movies? Let's see here. I do listen to Post Malone. I like Posty. He's a Dallas native. We got a Chick-fil-A that was made after him here. Never met the postman, but I'd be like, hey, I grew up in Dallas too. We're kind of the same, Posty. But I do enjoy his music. And yeah, he is appearing in that Jack Black movie, which I guess is cool. That Santa Claus Jack Black movie. All right. Random, but I went to a Coldplay concert in AU Melbourne last week, and Ralph Macchio went on stage and started singing the Karate Kid Coldplay song with Chris Martin. It was epic. Dude, that sounds epic. I like Ralph Macchio. So that's cool. I can't wait. I'm still excited for his Karate Kid movie. I'm really hoping that's good. I really wanted Shadow to have a gun. Maybe he still can. I think if he gets it, he's holding it for like 3 seconds, popping somebody, and then leaving. But I don't know, man. I hope he does. That'd be so funny. If Venom had better writing, would you still hate? No, I think if I had better writing, I wouldn't hate. I think the only thing I'd still be complaining about is I want him to fight Spider-Man. Why can't he be with Spider-Man? But if it had better writing, I wouldn't be hating. I'd be like, these movies are fun. I like them, y'all. But I'm just not there yet on them. Lady from the Goonies or Victoria from Terrifier 3. Death is not an option. Shout out to white chicks. You know what? I'm going Victoria, Terrifier 3. Something about that glass scene. It did things to me. 3C for president. I'd be a terrible president. I'm not good with it. You just saw. I talked about earlier in the stream. I was terrible at history class. I think history is a very important thing you need to wrap your head around to run this country. So I'd be a terrible president. Any interest in trading cards? Topps is making Marvel and Disney cards in the US in 2025. Happy Friday. Oh, happy Friday to you too. I'm not into trading cards. When I was a kid, I was obsessed with Yu-Gi-Oh! I remember spending whatever money I would have on Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards, and my parents being pissed and being like, stop wasting your money on those stupid cards. But because it was a gamble, man. That was gambling for kids, right? Because you would open those packs and you'd hope for a rare card and you'd never get it. Oh, I remember being obsessed with Yu-Gi-Oh cards. But that was as close as I got. I went through a lot of weird collection phases. I liked Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I liked Mighty Beans. I collected Little Homies, if you know what those were. I'm trying to think of what else. Marvel Legends that were like the 3-inch ones. They used to have like Marvel action figures that were like 3 inches tall. Those were pretty cool. Things like that. Thanks for the compliment about my profile pic. I stupidly changed my profile, but changed back to it. I saw the Final Destination movies for the first time and loved them. Can't believe this. Yeah, I can't wait. Like I said, they were showing the movies during AMC for Halloween and stuff like that, and I sat there to watch the third movie, even though it was on TV and they cut out all the good gore. But I was like, dude, I love these movies. I can't wait for the next one. Do you prefer Gremlins 1 or 2? You know what? As a kid, I preferred 1. Because as a kid, I thought 2 was just so wacky and dumb. I was like, what happened? It used to be a little serious. But as an adult, I kind of lean towards 2, and I respect the mayhem. So, I don't know. I'm in between. But I used to love 1 more, but now I kind of like 2 more. What's your favorite Batmobile, Batwing of all time? Oh, the Tim Burton ones. Just the look of those movies would just stand the test of time because they really made it into this world that doesn't exist. Like, it looks pulled out of the 50s, but stuff is futuristic. The buildings are all gothic, and the Batmobile is just awesome. Like, that's just a car that's not going to age or look old. So the Tim Burton Batmobile and Batwing for show. Yes, it's a new one. And Shadow DLC. Okay, that's when it comes out. Thank you for that. That's when I'm going to get the Generations game. What do you think the plot for the next Planet of the Apes movies will be? I think it's going to be the humans assembling their army, and then the current ape we have also assembling his army and preparing for war. That's what I think the next step is, which I hope it goes down, and then that'll lead to an actual war between humans and apes, unlike what Matt Reeves did, which was still great. That wasn't much of a war. Elwood sends in some support. Thank you so much. Do you think Sonic 3 has a potential to be a 3C guarantee? Because they can pull off a fresh story with high stakes with Shadow. I think so. I still remember walking out of Sonic 2, really, it wasn't perfect, but I liked that movie a lot and how they embraced a lot of the video game-isms. And the critics were a little harsh on Sonic 2, where I was like, maybe this is like a Super Mario situation where unless you really grew up with a lot of the things that you're visually seeing, you don't appreciate or like it as much, and it's just random. Oh, Sonic's golden now. What the heck? Is he a Super Saiyan? So who knows? Venom 3 was a good idea, but felt rushed. I didn't like Venom could be out fully, and one of the few times was to dance. Yeah, that will still make me mad. Whole movie. And then he gets out for... You can dance. Oh, having the time of my life. Favorite president, not counting people, of the last 10 years. Honestly, I couldn't even tell you, buddy. I'm not very well versed in politics. And like I said, bad in history lessons. So I would just probably pick Abraham Lincoln because he freed the slaves. That seems like a pretty base thing to do. But I'm just not that familiar. I mean, if I was I'm ashamed to say this. I learned a little too late in life Benjamin Franklin was never a president. I was like, why he on the 100 then? I sent you an email above my biopic pitch. Hope you like it. Oh, well, appreciate that. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. Okay, my friends, we is done. The super chatty is over. We had a nice, fun live stream. We enjoyed our time together. It is time to get ready for the night on Friday. I thank you all for coming by here. Don't be forgetting to hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Y'all are amazing. And I'll think about doing that Sonic convention video. But until then, fam, I will see you on the next one. Well, you're not entertained.